Required you be here.
I've been laying down all day.
How
There's
is
been enough laying down for the loser.
But he has never lain on his back.
He embodies the sleep when I'm dead.
The only way I will survive is by drinking the blood of my enemies.
Yes, yes.
You might be a bit dry today, sir. I don't think we're going to get to combat.
What?
Oh no!
I need to test your competency with some of the mechanics.
I can't think today.
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
help that we have a bigger than normal group.
I didn't expect a test.
And if you don't pass the mechanics, you don't get to fight them next time.
All right,
Whatever.
I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
I'll take the L today.
Sure it's not the end from that?
I'm the only person that'll probably get killed just by talking to somebody.
Well, that's part of the reason why I'm doing things like this, is so I don't end up killing you within the first few sessions, and you start to understand the pace and also what you need to do to survive. Like, I'm not trying to kill you outright, I'm trying to teach you the system in order to make sure that survivability is long-term rather than short-term.
You haven't killed me yet, so...
Unlike our last game.
You know,
where we had a player die every session.
I'm just gonna say
Almost
that the
two.
longest running player that I know was
There
the
you go.
first to die.
How's that, sir?
Oh, that's a nice change.
Red to blue is actually a very good contrast. And of course, you have to put on the light spell and blind me.
Yes. Especially since by putting it on one, it put it on the other token too.
Yes.
Oh, it does.
And it
Double
stacks. It stacks. Please stop doing that, or I will kick you. I have been very patient on that.
Welcome, Tony.
Hello, sir.
What? Who let me in? Who let me in here?
Every time you change the DNS for this freaking game, it resets the volume.
I'm sorry, sir.
Well,
This is why I'm a gatekeeper.
good day.
Good
Yep.
day.
All right, are we ready to get whispers of corruption in our ear, or is that for another day?
Yeah, I've already got DMs of corruption in my my Discord. I don't need anything
Oh
else.
god.
Yep, I apologize. I was sending you all sorts of heinous nonsense, like how you should let me play all 10 character classes at once on one character at level 1.
I sent him
how
a
I
picture.
Sci-fi classes included.
Yeah, and then how I should put my 5e rules into this, like
Oh,
how I
God.
can roll. So, yeah, and you said no, so Gatekeeper Bramble. Why won't you bend the rules? I don't understand.
I'd rather bend people.
Fair, valid.
Wow, so that's what Bramble likes.
He's a bender.
He likes bending people.
No,
That would
that's
make him a bloodbender then, right?
yeah. I was thinking more like Futurama, like a
Bender.
bender. So, but yes,
And here I was thinking it was Power Top.
No. All right, Lou, here
happy
comes...
Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Here comes your macro. And you can import it onto your bar.
If we get to macro, can I get a McFry instead?
I
Or is that two different things?
Those are two different things, sir.
Dang it.
I've already been blinded by the double light, so I'm just adjusting back.
Fair. No one casts light.
Yes.
There's only one person we have to worry about casting that.
and that's why I said it. Everyone, so no one gets singled out.
All right, so
No one casts light.
who would like to do the recap of what happened last time? I believe a lot happened for just the first session.
I think so too. I can take that role. So, with the Baroness's call to action for any and all adventurers, the small party that we are first met up outside the Baroness's manor, and with some terrible rolls and then one solid persuasion check, we managed to eke our way within the manor to meet the Baroness themselves. Upon waiting in the waiting room for the Baroness, we discovered that we've been watched the entire time by the Baroness through a painting, who later revealed himself to not be the Baroness, but to be the Baroness's, I guess, body double as well as protector. And they explained to us what is really going on and why the Baroness is now missing. This cult and their activities have been actively just causing havoc and took the Baroness as a captive. So now it's up to us to go find her. Did I miss anything besides our friend who has a twin who is a part of the cult?
And continuously taunts us when he runs away.
He must be French.
No, that's a druid. We know
That would
this
mean that
already.
you were French, sir. He's your brother. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Bramble got in
Uh-oh.
trouble with someone.
No,
I feel like the cat.
Cat must get ran over by the chair.
no, the cat ran over by the box because I was looking for the coffee. I'm
Ah,
sorry.
coffee.
poor
I miss
kitty.
coffee.
Yeah, that's how it is with animals. There'll be times like I'll just be doing something at the sink. I'll turn around, start to walk in, thump. It's like, oh no, I accidentally kicked my dog.
Yeah, that
Oh.
happens. Have you kicked your cat today?
I
Fortunately,
stepped on my
haven't-
cat's paw today, so yeah.
Everyone's cancelled.
It's like just like you just move your leg, and all of a sudden it turns out they were right next to it, and all of a sudden thunk because you didn't expect them there.
You know, like when you're driving and a squirrel is like on the one side of the road, and then as you're getting closer, the squirrel's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna run out right now," and you have to like slam on the brakes because then they decide to like freeze. You know, it's like that, but cats and dogs.
That's why they got the
No, for
Mimi.
squirrel.
Squirrel!
Yeah.
Yeah, after being a truck driver for a while, I don't slam on brakes for animals.
No, I know. I was taught not to do that, but like,
Yeah.
I
You're,
can't. It's-
can't.
you're a bigger danger to other drivers by slamming on your brakes like that. than-
Yes, but
Well,
if you're
that's-
on if you're on a road where no one, like the road outside my house, it's like no one's
Basically,
there.
the only animals I was told to ever try and slow down or swerve was things that were big enough to actually damage the car or the truck if you hit it, like deer.
Yeah, truck is also different though, right? Because your stopping power is not as well. Your
Oh,
momentum is much
One
higher,
time,
right?
I was just driving down. I look over to my left over at the southbound, the other lane, and then I see this deer jumping across, and then
Mm.
it decides to jump right into
Oh.
the side of my truck. I just look
God.
into my side view mirror, and I just see it spinning around on its
Oh my
side on the
The same
ground.
thing happened to me. So I was driving down a highway and there was a little one curled up in the middle of the lane and I couldn't do anything about it, right? It's like there was a car next to me. I had to like drive over it and I just hoped for the best. And as I'm on top of it, it lifted its head up and I heard it go bunk under my car and I saw it spinning behind me. And I'm like, no.
And then, like about a few
Damn.
miles down, it hit one of the the smokestacks on the sides of those trucks.
Yeah, yeah.
One of those actually fell over.
Oh my god.
Because it was damaged.
Great.
Because it decided to headbutt it.
God,
So
the
I had to
things
pull
that-
over to
yeah.
the side after because I couldn't fit because it was out of it was below my side view mirrors.
Yeah.
Eventually, someone like drove around and was like, "Hey, you got your thing falling down." So I pull over to the side of the road, put out my hazard signs, and then I just basically strap it to the side. I had to keep getting in and out on my passenger side until that thing. I
Oh,
got
it was on the
into a-
passenger side too. Oh man.
No, it was on the driver's side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on the driver's side, so I had to get in and out of my passenger.
Oh, that's what you meant.
door in
Okay,
order to
yeah, yeah.
actually get in and out because I
Oh
just
my
strapped this thing
You strapped it
to
to
the side of
the.
my truck to keep it up.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's brutal.
And I was like, "This is why you try and avoid hitting a deer."
Yeah.
But there was nothing I could do. I was just driving.
Yeah, there's
down
nothing
the
you could
road,
do when
and
they're.
Decide that charging into a truck was a good idea.
Yeah.
How
I
appropriate
don't
for
know
some
why
of
it didn't
the
stop.
some of the mechanics we will be discussing today when they happen, if they happen. So, what's the plan, adventurers?
We were going to that corrupted grove, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right, where is it?
North.
Okay, how far?
Don't know.
We don't know.
All right, let's take a look at the map and get a look.
Yeah, man.
All right, I touched the
It's the map.
UI that's
It's
in
the
my
map.
eye.
It's the map.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
What do you mean, oh no? What oh no? One
I
person.
like to change my class and character.
No.
Oh no! I just realized we don't have anyone that has fighting skill.
Oh.
At least I got survival.
Where are we in this
We're in Hearsay.
hexagon? We're in the hexagon?
Yep, we're at the hexagon.
That's us.
Hexagon is Bestagon.
Are we
And
going
we
for the record
are-
of the 21-day journey?
Dear God, no. Not again.
We are 7 days away from.
Oh, 7 days.
7
We
days
had to
away
do it
from
in
That's
what?
not the grove.
From
So
what?
what's
From
the
the
grove?
town.
What are you
From the
doing?
nearest town.
So this is going to be a 3-month journey. Okay.
We only have 1 month.
So if you go here,
Why does
right?
This map looks so familiar.
It should
Then
look
that's-
familiar because it's
That's 6
Taldor.
days.
You're in
Yeah.
Taldor.
Yeah, so we do 2 days north,
Sounds
then
familiar.
four-
Taldor. Hmm.
4 days west, and then 1 day north, and then we'll get there in 7 days.
You mean 21?
Stop it.
You haven't gone
Avery,
anywhere yet.
before we go anywhere, Avery will like to use the remaining of the 7 gold to buy rations.
Sure.
Or somebody that can actually just get us there.
Are we running with a caravan or are we by ourselves walking?
Well, that's just it. I gave you all 10 extra gold each for stuff, and I don't know what you did with the money.
We
We spent it.
And
You
what?
went
I-
nuts.
Somebody gambled away.
Someone won at gambling.
Yeah.
I just
Alright,
bought
let
2
me buy
healing
it.
potions.
I'm
The
gonna
thing
buy
is,
some
I'm
more
not sure I
rations.
can get a mount
All right.
big enough to ride.
Before
Yeah,
we
I
buy
bought-
rations, and shit, we do need someone that can. As I open up the map to Taldor and I point to the nearest town up north that we could probably rest at, as opposed to traveling on the land.
Yes.
That's not the corrupted grove, is it?
No, but we could. If we're there, at least we're close enough to some other venues up north, as opposed to a 7-day travel.
Do you
Where's
think
the
we
grove?
could the river? Do you think that we could use the river at all?
Can I roll a nature check to see which way the river would flow? I assume it would flow this direction. Yeah.
I would think.
It flows.
think
It
so.
flows outward towards the sea, so it goes in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Wow. So it'll be this way.
Yep. The
Oh.
main
So yeah.
the main body of water is a small island within the Viridian Forest that is rumored to be very well guarded by druids.
Let me get my
Okay.
map out.
So,
How
far north is the corrupted? Oh, actually, no, we don't know where the.
We don't know
where the
exactly.
corrupted grove is?
No, but I guess what I'm saying is Avery would suggest that we head here, as opposed to just
But
staying
that's
in.
west, not or like northwest, not north.
But it's northern. It's 7 days north, as opposed to. So hear me out. As opposed to just starting from here and then finding the grove, which may stay maybe even 9 days. If we take the 7 days to travel to this town, we have any angle from here, and we can still find a way back to a
But
town,
what
as
if it's,
opposed to.
The grove could be
14
right
day.
there.
Yeah.
Very true. Let's ask around where the grove.
Okay.
I don't know if we should though, because like, what if we get
Tell
like,
you what. Yeah, we can't necessarily ask about the cult, but we can't not ask about the grove.
is it known for
It-
anything else other than cult
Yeah,
harboring?
exactly. We can ask that. Maybe there was a grove prior to the cult activity. Maybe there's something else that it was used for.
What if we
I have a-
what if we have a story where it's like, oh, my twin brother just told me to meet him at the Grove. Do you know where that is?
It could work.
Then there's also we've heard it's called the Corrupted Grove. So should we avoid it? And so where is it? So we can
Yes.
not
Oh,
wander in.
Yes, we're
That-
traveling north, and we need to avoid this place. Yeah.
So
second
I think
plan.
that's the great.
Brilliant plan.
I'm with it.
We could sneak back into the mansion and ask the Baroness.
I mean, I don't think we have to sneak back since the Baroness trusts us.
Yes, but sneaking is a very
He
good
just
plan.
wants to sneak in.
Do you want to sneak? Is that what you? And I do the little, the meme, not how not to talk to short people, just crouch down, hands on hip. Do you want to sneak in?
Yes.
Okay, you can sneak in. We'll walk in.
All right. That's all I want.
Okay, how about this? Do you want to split into two people? Some go to the Baroness estate to see if anyone has any information about where the grove is, and then others can find people who regularly travel up north and ask them, how do you avoid the grove as we are now traveling north?
I thought
I
we had
guess-
a druid.
I mean,
No.
we could look around the town for Druid, but
Let's try to find a
feel-
druid. They would probably know most about where the grove is at. Let's focus on that.
Okay.
All right, we need 3 groups then.
Who's gonna go with Zealous?
that's a good question. Zealous, do you want a buddy? I know we
Zealous
discussed
needs
this
a
last
buddy.
week.
We can't leave
Yeah.
Zealous alone.
I know we
because
discussed
I
this.
can pop up any place.
All right. So Zealous, who do you want to go with? Or which avenue do you want to take? That way we know how to separate a little bit better.
What's the split? What are we looking for? A druid and
So-
what else?
We have definitely Ruger Snork going to the Baroness as they want to sneak in and hear any information. We have a group that would possibly look for a tavern or some place where there are people who frequently travel and maybe ask them about routes to avoid the grove,
I would
or ask where it is to know where not to go.
Mhm.
And I guess a group that would look for someone of a druidic circle who possibly has more information about the grove.
I'll go with the sneaking route since that'll be my strong suit.
Okay, so
He's got buddy.
you two can go there. Who would want to go the druidic route? Was that your idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with the help to try and find a druid.
Okay. And then last but not least is the thing we're doing for the merchants or anyone who travels. I'll join that place.
Yeah, I want to do that one.
Okay.
All right. Look at us. We're being efficient, everyone.
Yep.
Or we're setting ourselves up for disaster.
Nah, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, you
Uh,
know.
The only disaster
You know
that's
what?
going
Next time.
the only disaster that is going to happen is the one you orchestrate yourselves. I am literally
It's
just
true.
sitting here.
And we just did it. We just planned out.
Guys, I sense.
Why does it have to
danger
be
afoot.
negative, y'all? Why does it have
I'm
to
just
be negative?
imagining Bramble like sitting there with his hand like on his like head, like eyes closed, just like, oh god. Like
No, it was-
listening to us.
So-
like
It was on the coffee mug. It was on the coffee mug.
Let me ask this, Bramble. We're gonna 5-head this real quick.
Mm.
if the two Zeloses happen to come in contact with
They
one
explode.
another, will there be
This
a
ain't Ghostbuster.
calamitous event that happened? Just like pure catastrophic explosion,
Annihilation.
wipe Taldor off the face of the planet?
No,
No.
you don't get rid of Taldor that easily.
You have to be very,
Plus,
very,
they
very
came to
cool
Taldor
to get rid of
together.
Taldor.
Yeah, they did come to Taldor
We don't know
together.
that.
We do know that.
They were hanging out together. We were like, "Hey, you're bro," and
You
and
still-
Zelos was like, "My what?"
You still don't know why this man is a criminal or why he's only one of the only people in your life that you've ever seen a firearm with.
Oh, he has a gun.
Ooh. He's from the Fatutor. Ooh.
Also, we don't
Oh.
know if the Zelos that we know had his memory manipulated by this guy.
True enough. He's from the future where
That's
there's
what I'm
new
saying.
Taldor.
We don't know if the Zelos we're with is evil. You know.
There
That's
is
why we
no-
trust the all power. Go ahead.
There is no more good and evil. Alignment is gone.
There we go. And
So,
even
are
if
we-
it was here,
Are we
just
playing
Snark
that
can take
episode
care
of
of
The
him.
Simpsons with the good and evil Bart?
Oh no, it's not like the Treehouse of Horror where Bart's twin brothers upstairs. This is like Shelbyville and Simpson. They're just a little bit different. Not
Springfield,
too
yeah.
different. Yeah. But yes, Brutus Snore can take care of Zelos, I think. If he is evil, you got this.
Yeah, I think that he could take care of that.
And you know what? I choose to believe that our friend is not evil.
Yet.
I just met you 12 hours ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is
We do
There
have the
is-
corruption system.
there is no good and evil. There's no alignment. There's corrupt and
There's
uncorrupted.
just trust.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
There's chaotic and non-chaotic.
There's cult and non-cult.
Yes.
And then there's me.
There's coffee and no coffee.
Hmm.
Oh, there are two wolves inside of you. One with a cup of coffee, one without a cup of coffee.
One with decaf.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no! Foul! Foul!
I'm drinking the
Windows users
decaf
and
right now.
MacBooks.
And then
Mm.
there's me. Energy
Oh.
drinks.
Mhm.
Yes, that's where all the
Yes.
decaffeinated coffee's caffeine goes.
Wait, let's
Yep.
get into another fight about which energy drink is good and which isn't.
No.
We already know Red Bull's not
For
good.
the love of
Red
God,
Bull's
tell me
so
what you're
good.
doing.
All right.
Okay, okay.
Who wants to go first? Actually, should we do that because we're in three groups? Should we roll some type of initiative to see which scene goes first,
No,
or
no, you're good. You're good. You get to decide who goes first.
Well, we're
Okay.
on the rightmost, so I say us.
fair?
Right to
And
left.
there's
you
no
know,
objections. Yep.
Clockwise then?
Clockwise.
You okay?
Or right to left. Right to left. So
Right to
yeah,
left.
Aw.
which is technically clockwise.
So Zelos' cultist half brother.
Okay.
So
So
okay.
He gets the first roll.
That'd be left to right, not right to left.
Yeah, but he's at the top of the map, so he start.
Oh, so
Oh.
this
But the clock starts at 12.
but he's left. It doesn't matter. Anyway. No, I definitely want to ask people about what?
He's talking with
Hang on.
somebody.
Avery's to the right of you, so he goes first.
Do you see why we couldn't do combat today?
yeah.
You entitled cat person.
All right. So I guess we would head to the nearest
Well, I got a
Like
bunch of
caravan.
information in the market last time.
Ooh.
But we can try the inn too. But there were lots of travelers and people in the market because of the party. So lots of people were looking for stuff, I guess, or whatever, things to do. So I'm thinking that I'm going to go and ask just about the best path north because I need to head north for something. What's the safest path north? And hope that someone tells me, oh, avoid such and such.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll follow you to the venue.
Okay, so do you think the market would be good? I think so.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay.
And
Okay.
for exploration, I would like to scout
Sure.
to see if there's anyone watching us or if there's anything amiss. So I need to blind perception check.
Correct, because this is a secret roll. All right, so you are being watched quite openly by the merchants and everyone there, and you can see that the other adventurers are kind of sizing you up and down and whatnot, because they know you got into the house and they didn't. So that has made you the issue of ire at the moment.
Oh no. Avery taking that in would whisper that to you, Rufus, like, hey, just a heads up. We are being watched, but not for the reasons I thought we were being watched. They're just very concerned, or I guess jealous, that we made our way into the Baroness's manor.
So they might lie to us to get us hurt, but that might be good.
Well, maybe not the shopkeepers, but definitely the adventurers.
Maybe we should ask the adventurers then. Tell us a good way to get north, and they lead us right to like the
grove itself.
Hmm.
That's not a bad idea. All right.
All right.
So follow you where you go.
So I have a feat that, what is it? It makes my gather information activity takes half as long as normal.
Yeah.
But it says, okay. I'm trying to read the rest of it. If you're a master in diplomacy, which I'm not, and you gather information at the normal speed, when you attempt to do so and roll critical failure, you can fail. Okay. Okay, so I guess I would do the action of gather information.
Yes, you would roll your diplomacy, and this would be a secret roll.
Well, she did say she wasn't a master in diplomacy, so that trait might not do the half.
No, it was for if I get a critical failure, it only counts as a failure.
Well, let's see the result of that, because right now Avery is attracting some unwanted attention from someone.
Oh. Okay, so
While
should
you
I
do
roll
that.
or? Okay.
Yep, you
I'll
roll.
roll.
All right, so that some people are starting to come up to Avery and asking, what the inside of the manor was like, when the party's going to be, is the party getting delayed for any reason? How come, we haven't been let in? How come you guys were chosen and whatnot? Where's that fox lady at?
Well,
Hot,
slow
isn't she?
down.
One of them in particular has a very strange looking hat, and he's just chewing tobacco and looking at you. He's the one who asked where the fox lady was. And for you, Rufus, you start asking around about a safe path north, and this man is one of the people who answers your inquiry.
Oh, hello.
Another cat
No, he's
folk.
cool.
Little cat folk.
And he does like meowdy.
Meowdy.
Stop.
He goes like, why?
Stop!
Why?
Don't make fun of my culture.
Sorry.
Cultural.
Meowdy.
So what exactly are you trying to accomplish by going north? There's no town there. There's no roads. It's just untamed wilderness.
Someone stole something from me, and I saw them go that way, and I need to get that back.
Well, they're
And I
dead.
just want to know a safe way. Well, really?
There is no safe way.
Oh, and why is that?
The spirits of the forest will not allow you to enter without the poem.
Without the what?
The poem. It's known
Poem?
only to rangers and druids. Are you either?
Oh. No.
Then I cannot tell
I
it
am
to you.
neither.
Do you know this poem?
Of course I do. Any ranger knows their salt, worth their salt, knows the poem to get into the Viridian Forest. It's part of the pact that was made between Taldor and the Fae.
Interesting. I don't think we have anyone in our party that knows how to recite this poem. Could we hire your expertise?
I was gonna like, can I whisper to Avery, like, hey, you wanna ask her?
Yeah. I was
tell her that?
sorry. The cool cat folk besides you, sure.
He says, "Very
Man
well."
has a bowl of bark. But yeah, sorry.
For 5 gold a day.
Oof. Can we reduce that to maybe 2 gold a day?
No.
From,
I know how much I'm worth.
Meow to meow. I'm trying to say man and meow, but it doesn't work.
No.
From paw to paw, man.
Look, you two seem like very nice people. I'd stay away from
As you
north
are.
if you could.
But it's a very important item, but I understand. I appreciate your knowledge that you bestowed upon us. Would you know of anybody else who would be willing to take this trip for a little less than your going rate? And I would pay you commission for obviously pointing them out to us.
What if we split it in half? Like we'll pay you half going, and then like we'll pay you the rest when we get back.
I'm not a priest of Abatar. I don't understand how that works. I'd like the money up front.
I take Rufus Lake in a small huddle, and I show them the map, and it's like 7 days by 5. That's 35 gold. I don't think we have enough gold to pay him if it is at least a week.
Unless we get our little dragon friend on it.
Perhaps. Your name again, sir? And I poke my head up from the huddle.
And he extends his paw to you and says, Roshan.
Sean, first, thank you again for your time and your knowledge. And I palm Sean 5 silver
He
for
doesn't take it.
giving us that information. No, you gave us the information. I would like to pay you at least for that knowledge.
He won't take it.
Oh, and I'll add it back to my pocket. Then if you won't take that, then is there anything we could do for you?
Yeah. Talk to that bitch, the Baroness, and get her to lift the edict preventing druids and rangers coming to this town.
Say, what?
There's a... Can you tell me more about that?
There's not really that much to tell. Once the Baroness learned about the cult, she expelled most of us. I'm the last.
I'm sorry. What cult?
Well, it's hard to explain since you look like you're from out of town. The best I can sum it up is, it's a bunch of humans that believe in Taldor for the Taldorians. That's the nicest way of saying it.
Make Taldor great again?
Yeah.
Damn humans, honestly. Humans, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not human either. Sorry.
I
thought about it. I'm like, yeah.
As long as someone has money, that's all that matters.
We can talk to the Baroness since we made it inside. And see what we can do.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah. Ask her about that for sure.
Is there a meal I could buy for you at least? Because you, like I said, you've been very helpful for this small amount of information you provided.
I'm not going to eat anything in this town. As far as I'm concerned, it's mostly poison.
Fair
I heard that yesterday.
I still don't know whom here is actually part of the cult and whom here is actually a genuine citizen.
Now that he said that, can I examine this individual for any signs of the fetishes or the symbols that we saw in Baroness's estate
absolutely.
that matches?
He's got a bow that matches. He's got a bow made of wood, carved in animal imagery with the symbols on it.
I'm I'm gonna hold my tongue on that, and I'll just, yeah. Well, friend, thank you once again. We'll talk to the Baroness as best as we can. Rufus, do you think we should meet up with a few of the folks?
Yes, I think we should go find the Baroness personally.
Okay, we can head our way to the manor then. Then I guess that would end our scene. To walk away from this possible cultist, who knows?
Wow, we went from loving the man to doubting him. All right.
Hey, listen, it's the
Oh no,
OT syndrome.
I still love him because he's a cat.
So
I am wary, but yes.
Who's next?
I guess it's me and Weeb. So, any ideas how to find a druid in town?
Well, I'm gonna roll a society check to see if I can find any information if from the town folks if there's a possible druid in the area.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, you're really quiet today, Bramble.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize I was that quiet.
He's plotting.
I'm just trying to give you enough space to actually plan what you want to do.
I turned you up. Don't worry.
I'm sorry. Might help if I put the microphone a little bit up more. All right. Yeah, you are definitely getting some unwanted attention. People are taking looks and glances, but they're having a hard time seeing around Grimmsnarl, so they're constantly having to walk around just to pretend like they're walking down the street. And you see a couple of people that look familiar to you that might be bounty hunters. People that you've seen before in your travels.
Oh. Grim, do you think we should approach them and speak to them? See if they know anything more?
They might have had to deal with druids to find people out in the forest.
Alright, so we approach them then.
Okay. And No, go ahead.
I was gonna say while we approach them, we wave and say hi.
They just look at you wordlessly.
This RP is gonna end very quickly.
In blood?
I'll ask them if they know anything about a druid in the area that we could possibly speak to.
And they immediately begin rambling amongst each other and then back at you and say, like, the bounty's ours. If there's any druids to be had, though, we're the ones that are going to take them in.
I will inquire about the why are druids being rounded up for bounties?
It's because of the Baroness's edict. After she found out about cult activity, she pretty much said rangers and druids are unwelcome in town.
Is there any backstory to why druids and rangers would be targeted by the cult?
None that we know. All we know is that there is money on their heads. And they start looking at Grimmsnarl and going like, "Hey, you look pretty wild." Say, "Oh, what class are you?"
Barbarian.
No.
Definitely a wild class.
Okay, Grim. I will thank the two bounty hunters for the information that they give us, and I will turn towards Grim and say, I think we should possibly head back to the manor and figure out more about this edict. Sounds like our search for the druid isn't going to take place if they've been banned from the town.
Yeah. So I guess we'll start making our way back to the manor.
Okay.
Zelos squared and Roots.
Squared.
What?
He's
I don't know,
square.
square?
I said Zelos squared. The other one's keeping a close eye and sitting in the woods behind him, watching the Baroness's mansion.
I do not acknowledge him. He doesn't exist to me. Anyway, let's get into the mansion.
Okay. Let me take you there.
Oh, thank you.
Map change.
And since you guys said you were going to be there, I will put you over there, and we'll let you know when you arrive. So, Zealous and Snuck, are you going in the front door? Are you going over the wall on the opposite side? What's happening?
All right, Zealous, do you have a plan?
Obviously, we should get to our quarters, get the paperwork or any documents of doings, and go from that.
All right. I say we jump over this wall, climb into any window that's open, and make our way upstairs into her chambers. And then we steal everything.
If you like, I can throw you up the window, and you just drop the rope down.
Yes.
He is a gecko, after all.
I do not acknowledge his insult. Because he's not here.
Exactly.
I can hear you.
All right, so
I don't.
All right,
Uh,
so what? You're going to climb up to the second floor.
no,
so-
he's gonna throw me.
Okay, you're gonna to the second floor. So, Zelos, I am going to need an athletics check. I am going to need you to roll a DC 18 athletics to toss your friend. And after you toss your friend, I am then going to explain the rules on throwing.
Oh.
Similar to the rules on jumping.
Okay, let me do a blind roll then.
Nope. Open roll, DC 18.
PC is known, you get to roll openly.
Mm-hmm. And do you have the far throw feat or oversized throw feat? Because this is an oversized weapon you are throwing.
Oh, for the grappling hook?
No, for the person you are throwing.
Oh, I said which would be better, the grappling hook or the guy, and you said either was fine.
I did not say that. I asked for a
Okay.
DC 18, and you gave it to me, which is fine. Now I am asking, do you have oversized throw? Because the kobold said you were throwing him.
No, I do not have the oversized feet.
Okay. So, you take the kobold in your hands, you line up, it's perfect. You give him a good toss, he gets about 1 or 2 feet up in the air, half your strength score, and then back down to the ground.
Hmm. How tall is the second floor window?
10 feet, sir.
Oh, lay there!
Well, I'm about 6 foot. He's what, 4 feet? Can he stand on top of me?
He is not 4 feet, he is a small-sized creature.
Alright, that's it. I'm climbing.
Okay.
That would be acrobatics, right?
No, it would be athletics. Do you have any
Oh.
sort of climbing gear or whatnot?
No. You know what? Let's ditch the climbing idea. How about we just climb over the fence over there, and then, like my initial plan, we try to find an opening into the house. What do you think, Sam?
Sure. How tall is the wall?
The wall we established last time was about 8 feet, 10 feet. It's meant to keep people out.
Any barrels or boxes or anything of size that we can use?
There is no
I
debris.
don't need those. I'm magic, and I cast Warp Step to pass through the wall.
Okay, why don't you post warp step for me, sir?
Oh boy.
Oh. I read that wrong. Whatever.
No,
hit the wall, don't you?
We're gonna read it together. You post. So when you walk, the earth warps beneath your feet and steps extend, distance contracts, and everything is just a little bit closer. You gain +5 foot status to your speed until the end of your turn. Then you stride twice, which means you're going to walk directly into this wall. You can then warp step to burrow, climb, fly, or swim instead of stride if you have the corresponding movement types. So you see the kobold say, but I am magic, and immediately slam into the wall.
I'm picking back up. Are you okay?
No! I walked into a wall!
Why did you do that?
I thought miscalculation?
Okay.
Alright, I have another brilliant idea. We walked through that opening right there.
I got another idea.
Oh yeah?
Less brilliant. How about we stealth through that way?
Oh yes!
Now, will this be a blind check?
Yes, it will be a blind check because I will not be announcing the DC. There are people watching the manor and who's coming in and out. Okay. All right. So the two of you get into your stealthing positions and whatnot, and you try to either make a break for the door or try to sneak past or underfoot some of the people, and you are accosted by the staff, who look at you very cross, as though they were not expecting you, and they kind of get the idea of what you are currently doing.
Yeah, the Skyrim stealth walk probably didn't work very well.
If we don't move, they cannot see us.
They're looking directly at you.
At him or me or both?
At both of you.
I whispered to him, I don't think it's working.
Alright. Let me handle this. Hello!
Hello, good sir. Baroness Genevieve Orsino has not recalled you today. Is there something amiss?
Yes, we gotta ask her something.
I'm afraid it will have to wait. She is away on business.
What? Where did she go?
It is not my place to ask the mistress where she goes and why. All I know is she is not currently at the manor.
Alright, answer me this. Are you frequenting the forests around this place?
Why, no, sir, they're dangerous. There's all sorts of fey creatures there that could potentially either trick or harm.
You look the type. Anyway, let's go. Is that
Yes, yes.
Do you have any other plans?
We can try from the other side and try that stacking idea. Or
Brilliant.
you can at least try to roll this rope up and climb.
Yes. Let's try that.
I see you're moving into a different position. All right.
Okay.
The grappling hook against the wall is going to be a simple DC 15 for athletics.
I got this. How about acrobatics? Be a little fancy with it? Or...
Well, you can be fancy with it, but you still have to pull yourself up. That's still athletics.
Yes, yes. And let's do it.
All right, so it clanks against the metal railing and the spikes that are on there, which are difficult for it to get around because you didn't quite get it up high enough. And as it clangs, you hear some servants running to the back going like, "What was that noise?"
It's time to go.
Time to go. Yeah. Goodbye.
Okay. You know what? Now that I think of it, I think over here might be better to get it over.
Yeah, now that every servant is in the backyard. Let's go.
Yeah, we're behind a tree. You know what? We're behind a tree on the other side.
Okay.
Well, try your best.
It clangs again. It's just like, I heard it again. It's coming from the north this time.
And
Why are we so
I'm using-
bad?
I'm using my fate roll, hero pointing, and let's do this again.
Okay. I swear I heard it from the north. That's 3 times now.
Let's just leave.
All right. So at this point, you're walking back and you see your other 4 companions coming towards the manor.
Oh, hey, you
any
all,
luck with you?
you all made it. A mixed bag. And I turned to Weeb and Grimstall. Did you all find anything interesting?
No,
Only
the villainous-
that druids have been banned from the town, and there's apparently bounties on their head.
Interesting.
Well, we met someone who called themselves a druid, I believe, or ranger, rather.
Yeah. Which is very interesting now that I think about it, and that they made it into town. I guess they snuck into town, yeah?
Then why were they so open about it?
Well, it
didn't
sounds
want-
like that there was an edict that got passed the moment the Baroness caught wind of cultists. She
Hmm.
must be fearing something about them.
Speaking about the Baroness, she's no longer here. She's left.
Yes.
You mean?
We have found out so because of our great stealthing skills.
We should figure out. We should figure out how long the edict's been in place. Because if the edict came into place after the Baroness disappeared, it seems a little
What-
suspicious.
What's suspicious to me is, didn't the Baroness say that they? And I, before I say this, I look around. Is there anyone actively listening into our conversation?
No, you just hear a lot of servants in the yard adjacent to you going like, I swear I heard it. There's something clanging. It's like a bird keeps hitting these metal rails.
That's weird. Did you find a bird out here? Anyway, did the Baroness definitely said that they couldn't leave the manor because of the situation?
Yeah.
So why are they gone?
Maybe the replacement Baroness got kidnapped too.
I don't know why you said a replacement when there's only one Baroness. I look you dead in the eye.
Right, yes.
And there's only one Baroness.
I mean, I meant to say they probably want to replace her. You know, being she's not well liked right now.
I mean, that's also fair, but regardless, we definitely need someone of Druidic Circle or a ranger that has some knowledge.
Uh-oh, I hear dice.
Yeah, I heard dice too.
I heard nothing.
I heard more dice.
Oh no.
No.
I assume that's the no, I'm not gonna say anything. We should probably head back if the Baroness isn't here.
I think it's too late.
What do you mean? Let's go.
Run.
And I grab you all and we walk off way. And we ran.
God,
We ran so
ran so
far
far
away.
So I'm resolving something that's already happened.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just being silly.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll put you back on the map.
Our characters
Wait a
don't actually
second.
hear the dice rolling, so we don't know if it's going to hurt us or not.
What do you mean? Don't you have the servants are gambling? What are you talking about?
So Vrudisnork, you are completely oblivious to your surroundings. You're just like drinking in all this attention and whatnot. And Weeb, you're so. Oh, go ahead.
No, I didn't. I just said yes.
Weeb, you are so drawn in by the conversation that you don't notice anything in particular out of the ordinary. Zelos, you're keeping an eye over your shoulder for some of the servants and whatnot. It is Avery and Grimsnarl and Rufus that notice that there is someone with a white hand that was looking in on you from one of the walls and is now gone.
Interesting.
One of the walls in the manor?
One of the walls nearby.
Did the eye ever look so familiar to an eye we know?
Nope, it was a white hand that you saw around the corner.
Just a white.
opposite.
Okay. Can I pursue that white hand?
Yeah, you can decide to give chase or whatnot. Do you want to try to outrun them? Do you want to try to subvert them? What are you doing?
I assume we saw it like around here. Yes.
It was nearby, and now they just darted off.
You know what?
You said
Avery's not always
hand,
time.
right?
It's just a hand.
H-A-N-D?
Yeah.
H-A-N-D.
Okay.
Not a paw, so it's not our tiger folk friend.
It might be.
I'm not sure if it was like a different word. What if it was a ham? I don't know.
Ham.
Oh,
It was.
I mean,
a
it
ham
could be a
that
white
was
ham.
spying on you.
Yeah.
I've seen crazier things in movies.
I'm so happy we didn't do combat.
Yeah, you know what? I think in the spur of that moment, yeah,
All right.
in the
yeah.
spur of that moment, I am going to rush around the corner where the hand was to see if there's an individual there.
There is not. However, you can either give me a survival or a perception, or perhaps you know something about town. You know, give me some lore, Taldor or society or whatnot. It's up to you.
I'm trained in society. Can I roll that?
Sure, and you're pursuing a lead.
Yes, I am. Woo!
Can I
Blind roll.
help with it or no? Is that something you can only do alone?
He has to announce what skill he's using first, and then your DC will be open, which will be DC 20 to assist for a +1. If you crit fail the roll, you will hinder him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll society. I have a +8 because I'm using my pursue a lead, but it's going to be a blind roll. Do you have enough society that you feel confident to roll a 20?
Society, what do I have? Nope! No.
I appreciate your honesty, because I would have said I'll help and still roll anyway.
And that's why you kill people. Anyway,
Hey!
Oh wow!
Roll!
Wow! All right.
Code breaking.
So
Taking my
Killed
hero
anyone
points,
yet.
meow, because that hit a bit too hard.
villain point? Is that what I'm getting?
She's hard to kill.
So you are able to discern by the now that you know paw prints and whatnot, this was a person who wasn't wearing shoes. They seem to be a cat folk of some kind, about mid build and light on their feet or paws or whatever you want to call it. And you can see that they have darted off into the woods.
Interesting. What was the individual's name again? I should have wrote it down. I'm sorry.
It's
Yes.
it's. I wrote it down because it was
Thank you.
Rajsham or something. Rajsham?
Rodsham?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I turn back around the corner to the rest of you. Keep your eye out for any white cat folk.
I'm kind of white.
No, you're a good one. Well, no, I
Oh
didn't think
my
that way.
God!
No,
You want to
Haldor!
The
Haldor is
Taldor
corrupting me.
Oh god.
I go into the woods to banish myself from the party.
I-
You're one of the good ones.
Oh my
That's something
God.
I've heard.
Dear Lord.
God. Hey,
Oh.
listen. It's okay to be a person of color in America right now.
God.
Anyway.
bad to be a person who's without color at the moment.
Anyway, I rewind time and say keep your eye out for a cat folk who's has white fur, and I point to the footprint that I found.
So I I might be biased, but I am interested in why, like, he was on the other side of the wall, right? So like where the Baroness is, right? So
Nope. He was over
Nope.
by one of the walls on the street and whatnot. There are other houses.
oh, he was on the street side. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That makes things different. Because I was gonna say, what the
What's he doing inside?
I think, if you said the footprints were heading towards the woods,
Mhm.
maybe
I
we
would
should
point
just
it out.
You want to follow him, see if he goes to the grove?
No, I was told there's terrible things in the woods.
So you've been making a lot of commotion at this point, and you see a woman open one of the windows on the second floor, and it's someone familiar to you.
the hell up.
Oh,
What?
you're back.
Hi.
Did you
Uh,
run into some trouble?
why did the
Yes?
servants say that you were not here?
What do you mean? I can't leave. I told you that.
Come on.
I turned to Cold friend, and they did say that, right?
Poke him.
Vulcan.
Poke, poke.
Poke.
We just snort.
Yes.
He was in his own world.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I understand you were pondering the orb, but you have to understand did the servants tell you two that the Baroness was gone on a mission or gone on important matters?
Yes.
And I point up. She's right here. So either one of two things are happening. One, either that's not who we think this is, or whoever you encountered was not one of the workers here. Did you catch their faces, who they were, what they look like?
I cannot tell humans apart.
Oh my God.
I understand. I understand that's where you're from. And you know what? Haldor will make you think that as well. I understand this.
That's two
But-
so far today.
Yeah, it
Third
is.
time's the charm.
Okay. Baroness, can we come up to see you?
Of course, you're always welcome. Just come through the front door. Why stand outside?
Because we were
Okay.
denied when we went through the front door.
How terrible. I shall speak to the staff immediately. Please, come in. Come in.
Yeah. Well, actually, don't come to staff just yet. Let's meet you inside.
Of course. I'll meet you in the waiting room.
Okay.
Where was that? Here, right?
Right through the walls. Right through my fucking walls.
Yep. They have no boundaries and are whoa.
I think I took the wrong portal.
You did. I should have put walls on this map.
It's fine.
Yep, so
You didn't expect to be here again.
the proxy baroness comes through the painting again from her second floor room and comes down and says, like, what's all this about me being away? I told you specifically I cannot leave.
Now I turn to both Butchersnork and Zelos. Did you ask to go see her, or did you ask for her to come down?
We just asked her to come see her. And she's
Baroness, could you summon your servants?
Of course. And she
All of them.
All of them. Oh god, she
If-
reached for a
Oh,
little
how
bell.
many?
She reached for a little bell. Now she's reaching for like a big curtain bell and starts ringing the gong. And you see a line of people just file in and whatnot.
Do we recognize one or two of the people that shoot us away?
That's up to certain things. One person has admitted they can't tell people apart of this specific ancestry. Zelos, why don't you tell me any distinguishing features about the person? What was their occupation, first of all? Were they a maid? Were they a butler? Were they a gardener?
Well, we never asked.
Okay.
Could I roll an intelligence check to remember or perception?
Well, you don't roll
they look like?
stats. You do not roll stats in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, but you can roll society, since that's what you use for people.
I'll try to help you on that.
No
What's
problem.
the DC roll I'm looking at?
So, normally for a -1 creature, it's going to be 14. However, this is a unique -1 creature, so that will make the check 29 DC. Because it's unique, it adds 15.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I can't make that.
Yeah, there's no way I can make that. Even let's get like a 20.
Mm-hmm. So you definitely look at everyone that's lined up here, and they do not look like the man who accosted you, who was a butler, by the way.
Oh man, I'm so in shock. Yes, the man that was here was dressed as a butler, was this tall, and he's not here in this lineup. I think he might have somebody in this place imposter somebody.
How distressing. And she'll dismiss the rest of the staff so that you're alone again, and says that it's as I feared. Within the staff, there is someone who has infiltrated. That's probably how the Baroness was absconded in the first place.
In the meantime, can we get some type of symbol or something the staff would recognize so we can come and go as we please?
Oh, of course. And she gives you a little signet ring for each of you with House Orsino's symbol of the lion on it. It has 6 eyes on its head.
It's an interesting design.
It is the great beast that the first emperor slew. It is the symbol of Taldor nobility.
I'm gonna look at this little signet ring, look at my big, huge hands, and stick it in a pouch.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, we don't have any in your size.
You can always put a rope and drape it over your neck.
Probably. Make it harder to steal.
I don't think I even have any rope that would fit you.
Oh, that just does not sound right.
So, was it you or who did the thing against druids and I guess rangers? The
Oh,
edict?
How long ago was the edict?
I dismissed them all.
We were
That's a
told
big
that in
problem.
order to go and assist, to go where we need to go to help you, that we would need a druid to come with us, but there are none.
So you were lied to, and then you became confused, and then you came back to me to verify.
Yes.
Okay. Do you
We hear
always
talk
believe...
of the town that you guys put an edict in here banning druids and rangers.
I just confirmed that and said I dismissed them all.
The entire town believes this, though.
So
Some bounty hunters even think that there's a bounty on heads of druids.
There most definitely is. I will have them not
So-
come anywhere near town.
yeah, we were lied to about needing a druid, you're saying, to get north.
You do not need a druid to walk outside of town. That's fake news.
No,
So you would call yourself an anti-druider?
I'm not pro-druid, I'll say that.
Okay.
So why druids and rangers?
They are the ones who are subjected to the elemental cult's influence first, and she brandishes her hand over to the knickknacks on the table.
What's some of the knickknacks look like?
We've already described this the first session.
Ooh.
Those,
Those are the fetishes.
yeah.
how long has this edict been in place?
I
How long have we not allowed them in?
I believe it has been 1 week now.
Were
that
you the
doesn't-
one to send this decree out?
I am, and I confirm that. But that hasn't stopped them from coming into town. Sometimes they sneak in.
Yeah, we noticed. Okay.
So, did you guys ask her where the places we gotta go?
No, we still need to do that.
All right. Where exactly is this corrupted grove?
To the north.
How
Where?
far?
Where in the north?
I'm not a cartographer.
Do you happen to have a guide that you could recommend, or
You do not need a guide to walk north.
How
How
many days
far?
travel? How many days travel do you
I
expect?
don't know. Look, if I could leave this place and go myself, I would. I don't know how far it is. All I know is that my intelligence says it's somewhere to the north. You're adventurers. Figure it out. Do you really need me to hold your hand? You
That'd be
got
nice.
into
I don't think
You got into this mansion without my help. That's the reason why I picked you. I picked you because you're resourceful.
Okay.
And we're trying to get resources.
What resource do you need?
funding for
Horses.
horse, hired hands.
Oh,
Or
okay.
at least something I could write.
What happened to the 10 gold I gave you each? At character creation.
what do you mean creation? You're not our mother.
Yeah, that's... So,
Wow.
Orsino's pay was that 10 extra gold.
So this Baroness gave us 10 extra gold for being created.
Yes. Before
Are you a
met
genetic
her.
scientist?
No, I'm just a spy.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, you knew this. Stop being surprised. You knew this.
How
Was
much
10
was the horses again?
Was 10 gold not enough? I was to understand that was over 3 months of pay for adventurers.
That's
For
NPC.
adventure.
I think the price of horses went up since you last left the
No.
house.
I definitely know that the price of horses is the same as it's always been for the entire age of the sun.
How much?
8 gold for a riding horse.
All right.
So let's
I-
count
I-
up how much gold do we have. I've got 16.
But what do we do about the bear?
I bury and forget.
Grimsnarl needs to buy more food because Grimsnarl is gonna starve a day and a half into this trip.
I
with the
can
amount of rations
forage.
he had.
We only have 5 gold.
I pull out my 7 silver, or my 7 gold, excuse me.
You guys don't have any gold left?
I have 7 gold.
I have 18.
I have
I have
5.
14.
It sounds like you have more than
Okay.
enough money to get started.
You know what? Let's
Are we
see what we can do
pooling?
for a horse and
there-
a carriage.
I mean, we
Are
don't need
there
to buy
creatures
one.
in the woods?
We can rent one.
If you rent, you have to bring it back though.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring it back.
I'm sure that we'll find. I'm sure that we'll make some gold on the journey. So if something happens to the horse, we can still, pay it off.
I'll have to sell
Okay.
my bowl.
No, you don't have to do that. We won't do that to you. I apologize. I apologize for our not antics, but it's
That's only
just
3
a
CP. That's not going to put you back.
I have to sell
Well,
my.
how much- But how much did they pay for it? Huh?
Listen. Sometimes you make bad choices. I really, really wanted it. It looked really fun.
And how much did you pay for it?
I don't remember.
These are the people who wanted combat today.
I mean, not necessarily.
If I had
Regardless,
sold, can I sell one of my healing potions? Maybe
Half price.
half price. Oh,
Half price, unless it's an art or a jewelry item.
I mean, all right. How much gold do we
can
have as a whole?
cover Your part. I mean, I got enough for 2 horses.
This seems like a conversation you should have had elsewhere.
Sorry, we'll leave, and I'll escort us.
Thank you for your assistance
And the signet rings.
and the signet rings.
Yes.
Keep an eye out for any butlers that may not fit your current.
Is there food left that we can snack on?
Yes, she'll of course feed you and whatnot, and she says, "Don't worry.
Oh,
if anyone
God.
gets in my way, I'll kill them. That's what I'm good at."
Nice.
Okay.
I like that in a woman.
I'm gonna pass on the food. I get my own.
Oh, that's right, the chicken. Is there anything that's like maybe not meat on the table?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
whisper to Rufus. They said the food was poisonous in town.
Yeah, I know. I heard that too, but
Yeah, you can get bread. You can get
oh,
vegetables.
I'll take some.
She'll
I'll take
she'll-
some bread.
Yeah, she'll give you a whole loaf or whatnot. It's fine. You can take
Okay.
the food.
Okay. Yep. I already ate the chicken. I'm fucked if anything. So
If something happened, I would have told you.
You can
well,
say
like
she's
everyone in Jesus Christ in town yesterday when I went to ask,
Yeah.
they told me that the chicken was like, or I think it was the chicken, something
Mhm.
like that. The poultry was like something was wrong with it. So anyway,
So
These are the same people who I said that we need a druid or a ranger to go up north.
I don't know who to trust, but oh well.
So we went from a 6-man party to a 5-man party.
right through my walls.
Yeah.
Oh, you showed me this cool Scooby-Doo exit, right? Thank you.
Oh God.
All right, so I guess we have to go pool and get some horsies.
If you
Okay.
do,
I
you can get horses if you
Mhm.
want, but you do not need horses.
All right. You know what?
So let's are we walking?
Let's just get food and walk.
I've got
And
Yes.
water.
I've got 6 weeks of food for medium-sized people.
Why would you
I
have that
suggest
much?
not getting a horse.
Okay,
I'm a
I got
bear.
3 weeks.
I eat 4 times as much as
Would or wouldn't suggest.
I got
6
3 weeks of
times
food.
Dude,
6 times 7 is 42. You have 42 days worth of food on your person.
And for a bear, that is 10 and
10
a half
days.
days.
It's going to take you 10 days to walk to the forest.
Is that a question or are you telling us?
I'm not. I'm just asking. What is the logical thought process that goes through your heads?
Nothing,
I
I knew
because
that
we
I
have
ate
no
4
brain
times as
cells.
much as a medium creature, so I grabbed a ton of rations.
If you see my picture, I have orange here, which means I share a brain cell with at least like a million other animals.
Trust me, I accidentally launched a box at one of the orange ones just now. You all felt it.
so I say
Okay.
we don't get a horse because then you got to start doing nature and survival checks to get the horse to move.
Unless
Okay,
you
let's
have
just
riding
walk.
lore. If you have riding lore, it's significantly easier.
I don't have that shit.
Okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay.
Yep.
I have how much rations? 7. I have a whole week ration. So
Yeah, I have
let's.
7.
I got 21 days.
Yep.
So
So,
I can forage.
How
As-
much water skins of days do everyone have?
how much water skins of days? What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
Slow on the roll.
I think I need to go
What?
buy another water skin.
How do you
Okay.
know? How do you know how much you need?
I think 1 is for 1 day, so we could just refill that.
I got 3
Oh.
days, 10, but I think
Okay.
we should have more just in case we can't find water source.
Have to buy multiple water skins to drink
You,
more than
you-
1 day of water.
If you're on a tile with water or you have survival, you can find water. These are
Exactly.
sometimes you fail your survival check or you're not on a water tile, so you won't be able to replenish that water.
Well, my survival is -1.
You don't start taking damage without water until 4 days unless you're in an arid climate. So it's if something were going to be bad, I would tell you. I didn't start the difficulty up that high. You're good.
Let's go north, y'all.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
Let's
All
go.
right.
What
Yeah.
could happen?
He tells you it's easy until your
How
party
many,
dies on the
how
first
many
boss.
days of water does one water skin give me?
One.
1 day.
One.
Okay.
You refill the water skin.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we ready to take our first step in the big world of Taldor?
Yes.
All right.
Maybe.
Oh no!
I'm kind of
That
nervous.
kills me. The
You know,
map
this
kills me.
roll is gonna send us back to town.
Well,
No, it's gonna send us out of town.
so
and then
you,
back
you
in,
don't
then
have
out
any animals. You don't have any animals, so it's not like you can refuse to move. Now,
I'm a
Each-
kitsune.
yes, I understand.
I'm an animal.
You are not an
Okay.
animal. You are not an animal. Now, for overland travel, it's going to depend on what your base movement speed is. So the first thing you need to do is locate your base movement speed, and that's on the first tab of your character sheet.
Okay, I believe Avery has 35. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's 30.
30.
Wow.
I believe I'm the slowest. I am a freaking cat.
Yeah.
Gotta have the elf step.
Yeah. So yeah, cute.
We'll carry you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hey,
Forget
5?
me.
Nah, that's not right.
Yep, 25. Yep. So, if you're 20, you can move 16 miles per day. That's 1 hex. 25 is 20 miles per day. That's 1 hex. 30 is 24 miles a day. That's going to be 1 hex. 35, 28, 1 hex. When you get up to 40, that's when you can move 2 hexes.
Okay, so we're all
That's
on the same
why you
speed
would
anyway.
need- yes, that's why you would need the riding horse, because the riding horse goes a base movement of 40. Yes. So each time you move a hex, you're allowed to do one exploratory action. Things like reconnoiter can find things hidden in the tile that you're in. Like if there's a secret or something, or you're trying to look for something specific, or there's something of interest there. But you'll have to reconnoiter in order to find it within that tile. You can also scout. You can also, recast a spell. You can, do survival to sustain. It's up to you.
The choice is ours, now it's alone.
Mm-hmm. So where are we going?
Okay,
North.
which way is north? I have a compass.
Oh god.
Up. Well,
do have a
that's a valid
compass.
question. It's
North
a
is
valid
up.
question.
North is up because you're not
Up.
a dwarf. Dwarf, north is down. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have 2 hexes, which are up.
Left and right.
I say we go left. That way we stay on the water tile.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right. All right, you want to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that cool with everyone?
Mhm.
Everyone?
Sure.
Fine by me.
All right, so the first thing you're going
How
to do is mark off 1 day of food and water.
Okay.
Okay. So what you do is you go to your inventory, which is the 3rd tab, and you look for that rations in your containers, and you'll click that option. When you click on ration, it should say use ration.
Mm-hmm.
And then the water skin doesn't have that, but since we're in a water tile, we can essentially refill.
So, what sort of exploratory actions are you doing for overland travel today?
I would like to try track to see if I can track the that catfolk who ran out.
Okay. Let's see. So you're going to do a search. But you want to use survival.
Right. So I'm guessing blind roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anyone else? What activities are you doing for the day?
I would like to scout
Okay.
and see
You're-
if there's anything like.
You're looking for danger,
danger.
basically.
Yes. Yeah. So I let's see. Pop up. Wait.
Insert Final Fantasy VII battle music as the screen starts swirling into it.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
Okay.
Okay, so how does the scouting work?
First of all, you're going to do a blind roll perception. And then I'm going to compare it to the DC of the tile that you're in.
I did that right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else?
You said, what's that action you mentioned earlier? The reconnoiter?
Reconnoiter.
Reconnoiter, thank you.
Yep, you can find it in the compendium. It is an extremely useful action.
Put it on my action list and it wouldn't want to go.
Well, I just imported it to the item tab so you can see it once I configure ownership to everybody.
Okay.
There you go.
Sure.
Now everybody owns it. You spend time in exploring a specific area, getting the lay of the land, and looking for unusual features and specific sites. Hey, isn't the Corrupted Grove a specific site? Reconnoiter.
No.
Reconnoitering
It
a
is.
single hex takes a number of hexploration activities equal to the number of travel activities necessary to traverse the hex, which is 1 in this case. It's not difficult terrain yet, because you didn't decide to cross the river. That would have taken 2 actions and been 2 days.
Okay.
Traveling on roads doesn't lessen the time required to reconnoiter. Once the hex has been reconnoitered, you can map the area to reduce your chance of getting lost in that hex.
Okay. What was I gonna say? All right. Let's do this. Let's do the reconnoiter. Unless it doesn't work when I click on it like that.
Yeah, I linked it.
Yep, so you're going to give me a survival to reconnoiter this hex.
Thank you. That's the skill I was looking for. I'm trained in that. Look at me go.
Mm-hmm.
Blind GM roll.
Blind GM roll.
Can I-
Yes. It is your
Cool.
lead.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Don't
man.
if ever it isn't your lead, I will tell you. Always assume it is your lead.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
I have a thing as a investigator that I could put
Oh,
an extra thing into.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Three more people. Let's go. What actions?
I'll do the same thing. But without survival. Could I do something else?
Yeah. What's the something else? Is it nature?
Maybe something with doing with stealth or crafting or medicine.
Sure. I have no idea how this is going to work. Let's hear the explanation.
I could be scouting ahead with stealth. That way we can avoid anything or
You
make
want
it
to
over
avoid
something.
notice. Yes, avoid notice is an exploratory action. Yes.
Oh, I should have did that blind.
That's okay. I'll accept it this time, but next time please make it blind. So you're quite certain your party is well hidden at least. And you can disguise camp. You can make sure you're covering your tracks and whatnot as well. I'll give you that. 2 more people.
I don't know what to do.
That's fine. You don't have to do a hexploration activity. I'm just giving you the option. 1 more person.
Left. Is it?
Weeb.
Oh.
I think he fell asleep.
What?
Yeah.
Ah.
Hexploration activity.
Mm,
That was great.
mm. Does detect magic make me move slower?
No, it is recast a spell. You move at your land speed, which is 1 hex, because this isn't difficult terrain. You're good.
Nice. I'll
right.
I'll do a detect magic
Oh, there
just
is
to make sure.
yes to magic.
Oh,
Ooh.
You done it.
I'm done for the day, and I won't tell anybody about the magic because I don't want them
Damn it.
screaming, crying, running around.
Understood. So now that you've all done your exploration activities, I'm going to do this since it's day 2, and I'm going to resolve what happens. First of all, you lose track of where town is. So I'm going to hide that.
Oh boy.
Second, that
It's only been one
reconnoitering,
day.
you were following the river, and you didn't notice anything particularly out of place. And then you followed it so far that you have gotten turned around and lost. All you know is that you're heading north. Grimmsnarl, you attempt to track this man, but he seems to be a more experienced tracker than you are. He has put down false footprints and has led you astray.
Curses.
Mm-hmm. Rufus, you cannot see anything with your perception check, with your scouting and whatnot. And at best, you have lost sight of town, and you are now deep within the woods. But at least, at the very least, you have the river to guide you, even if you did go in the too far in one direction. So you're not hopelessly lost. You are just currently lost within your hex.
I have a quick question about that and the fact that I bought a compass. Would I be
Yes.
able to still use it to find north?
Yeah, I just said yes.
Oh, sorry. I did. Okay.
That's quite all right.
Got it.
You are heading north.
Thank you.
Yep. Magnetism still works.
Nice. Well, you never know. I mean, magnets.
Well, it's day 2.
How do they work?
Right. Exactly.
It's day 2.
Oh,
You're well hidden,
Go ahead.
but you have lost track of town, and you seem to be lost within the hex.
But we see each other, or we're lost from each other?
No, you still see each other. The group has
Okay.
not split up. I don't do that.
Okay.
That would make it even
Okay.
worse to resolve.
Yes.
That's why you have this token, which represents where your party's location.
Could you imagine when we did the play test, Bramble, if we could have gotten lost individually?
I would scream and
I'm
shout.
gonna roll chaotic evil real quick.
There is no more evil. There is no more good and evil. No alignment.
Wait,
I'm
how
gonna
does?
roll stupid then.
What about chaotic awful?
There is chaotic awful.
No, that's me.
There's also awful stupid.
My question now is, how does Divine Lance work as a spell?
So Divine Lance will work with a different trait for vitality against another trait for negativity. And it will
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to go in a much more streamlined direction, but it will still harm like undead creatures and things like that, or demons, because they'll have the opposite tag.
Okay. I was very afraid because that's quite honestly one of my favorite cantrips as a cleric.
It's not going away.
Thank you.
Okay. So now we're up in the morning, and I see everyone looking pretty lost, right? So,
Well, it's not a matter of that they look lost. It's just a matter of you don't know where you are currently, and you don't
Okay,
know
we
your
don't know
way
where we
back
are.
to town.
well, I'm staring at my compass then, and I'm like, we're going north, right? Let's just keep going.
Okay.
All right, so do we cross the river or not? Is the question.
I don't like water. It makes my paws feel weird. But I guess we might have to. As long as we stay near it, like, if we go, right?
It'll
Actually,
take us
can
a
I
couple
roll?
of days to find a place where we can cross it, though.
Well, down here is going to be even worse.
Could I attempt another survival check to see if I recall which way the river was streaming when we first got here? And possibly the direction of the town. That way we can readjust ourselves.
Well,
Why do we need to? If we know we're going north, just go north.
True enough. You do have a compass. That's
Sorry.
on me.
Didn't mean
No, you
to.
know, you're right.
Out somewhere,
no.
so
You're right. You're right. So
That's
are we
right,
gonna
I am
go
right.
north again?
Now worship me.
Oh no!
So guys,
Meow.
guys, yesterday I detected a lot of magic. We might have
Oh.
the Fae around here tricking us. So you might not want to trust the compass either.
You think
What do you mean?
so?
That's magnets. The face can't mess with magnets.
What if
They
they're
don't know how that works.
What if they're iron phase?
No. Fates hate iron, if I recall. It's a Fae in an armor suit.
Ferris phase.
Can I roll? what could I roll to understand Fey magic and its mischief? Would that be occultism?
Nature. Definitely nature. They are
Nature?
not the occult.
Okay.
Man, I
There
suck
I
at
go.
nature.
Recall knowledge, nature, please.
Blind roll, please.
Absolutely.
All right. So you absolutely know that this is possibly the work of Fae, and the Fae have basically done something to your minds, and it has caused you to become hopelessly lost. Avery, you reason that they have changed the direction of the river, and they will do much worse if you do not escape from the forest. You could possibly be turned into a tree.
Oh
Oh,
no.
please.
Okay. Would I know that they cannot mess with the magnet in the compass?
As far as you're concerned, that they can mess with anything so long as you are in the forest.
So we could be seeing the magnet thing north, and for all we know, it's actually pointing the wrong way because we see it pointing.
Mm,
Hmm.
that's scary.
Would I know with that knowledge, that recall knowledge, of any way to counteract the phase magic and what we perceive?
Yes, you will need to wear aluminum hats to cancel the Fey magic.
Huh. You
Well,
just ran that aluminium,
Thank
and we don't know
God
which.
I have.
Well, you have them? Holy shit!
No.
Oh. Well, I
Darn.
let the group know what
Can we just set
I've
fire
learned.
to the forest?
Would you really want to incur the wrath of the phase? You're already getting played by them.
They're already trying
And
to kill
again-
us, so what's the point?
Then again,
Is
no,
there a way
because
to tell which way is out of the forest, or
There's
is
only
it
one
like
small
dense?
problem with lighting the forest on fire. We're in it right now.
I'm not messing with fires, considering last time. So,
You are, to answer your question, you are currently in a hex with forest, and you are lost.
so there's no like more dense versus less dense. Okay.
You're just in a forested tile with river.
Mm-hmm.
so I would say let's avoid the idea of harming the forest as a whole, because the Fae aren't the only individuals that live here.
It's out of the question.
I don't think that's something we should enact.
The question is, which direction do we go? Because we have to move somehow. And will it take us towards the exit to the forest or deeper in to the point where we can never get out?
Tell you what,
I feel
I
like if we
think-
go in the river, whichever way it's flowing, it'll get us out.
yeah, I guess that would be correct, because the river would flow towards this direction. I open up the map.
Or it would go this way, and either way, we're still out.
Very true. We should got a foldable boat.
All right, get everyone on the bear.
I don't think I can float with that much weight.
No, you're not
Yeah.
gonna float. You're gonna swim.
I don't think I can
I'm just
stay on the
kidding.
surface with that much weight on me.
So, if I shapeshift into my fox form, will the Fae leave me alone?
Roll me in nature.
Oh God.
They may leave you alone, but they will be aware that you are not a fox. They are able to see through which animals are intelligent or not, and you have a feeling that they would, sense your inherent intelligence, since you wouldn't act like an actual fox that they would, be more familiar with. Also, you have
This
a
one's a
special
little
connection.
tricky, gang.
Well, I am an earthly wild kitsune, so I'm more closer to the wilds than I am with urban society.
You also have a magical connection with a creature, so they may be able to sense that too.
True. You guys are boned.
I mean, we could just. I feel like our best bet is maybe to just try going north, and if it's wrong, then we die. Big deal, right?
I may have to agree with you there.
Does the compass point along the river?
The compass is pointing north. It's your decision whether to go left or right in the hex.
I think that
But
we should.
does north go in the direction the river is going?
The river is going where the water is going.
He can't tell you because he's already said that the Fae can change the direction of the water and manipulate the compass as well.
Well,
So
not
we
the compass
have
They
itself,
might
but how you
be able to.
perceive.
They might be able to. Right?
Yes, they're changing our minds on how we perceive everything. So we just need to make a decision, left or
Yeah.
right.
I think we should cross the river now
Okay.
because it's a
We
small
also-
river.
We need to roll as well. Lowest roll is the first person to get eaten.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
What?
Wait,
So,
let me.
in order to cross the river, it will be difficult terrain, which means it will take 2 days worth of exploration.
Mhm.
I
Do
think
you
we
want to
should
risk
wait.
that?
We should what?
We should just follow the river instead of crossing then.
What will happen when we get to this? What will happen when we get to
We'll
this?
cross.
If we get there.
Yes, if based on the map, if we get to that area like we want to, we can cross the river without any kind of Fae interference because that's not a forest on the other side of the river. And Fae are known to stay within the forest.
Of
Okay,
course,
so you're
this
sa-
grove we're looking for is in the forest, which is a problem.
Yeah, but that's farther north. I believe. We don't know that actually.
So you're saying left tile.
Yes.
All right. So, any exploration activities that you're doing?
I will do
I'll do
subsist,
stealth again.
using
Also.
assurance. Yeah, I'll do subsist.
Subsist?
We have to use our rations. Yeah.
You have to use your rations and your water, correct? You need food and water
Before you
every
use your
day.
rations,
Oh,
You want to do?
when I subsist, I get a on a success, I get enough food for 4 other people.
All right. So, Zell, you believe that you are so well hidden the Fae will never find you, and you're able to cover all your tracks, make no evidence that you even camped there, or, you're hiding the next camp as you go, too.
I so got this.
Grimsnarl, I hate to say it, buddy, but pine cones ain't edible, and that's all you can find. Also, you don't have to make this roll private, because we know it's a DC 15.
Okay. Well, Forager says that I get a success even if I just regular fail.
Yep, so those pine cones were put there by children. They have peanut butter and seeds on them.
Thick.
I'm gonna try to identify magic while we're moving.
Absolutely.
What would you
Okay.
like me to roll?
I need the DC to identify it, and you need to have the correct school of magic, so that will be nature for primal.
Am I primal?
No, you don't need to be primal. You just need to have the skill to identify it as in nature for primal.
I don't have it.
Then
That's like,
it needs to be trained. Needs to be trained.
and I don't have it. I'm untrained in nature. Dang, I can't do it. I'll wallow in self-pity as my my exploration activity.
All right, you wallow. Anyone else?
I want to do the reconnoiter.
Reconnoiter, yes.
Reconnoiter. And that was
Recompense.
that was
Recompense.
perception.
That was what?
I think it was nature.
Nature?
Or survival.
You may use
I
survival.
think it was survival.
You may use survival or nature, or if you have a
I-
lore for wilderness, I'll accept that too.
Both of those are -1, and maybe I shouldn't do this.
I think it's a great idea.
But with a -1,
Yeah.
I think Bramble's just gonna say, "Hey, role play and have fun." Or
Yeah.
if you don't want to do the reconnoiter, this is more than fine.
we
You do
can
other
try
things.
it. We can try it, and I'm gonna freaking fail. Whereas I could just do I could go scouting again, which I probably
True.
would do
You
better
can
at.
do that too.
So maybe
There's no pressure.
I will do that because I feel like I'll be better at scouting.
Okay.
Someone else can reconnoiter. I forget what that one was.
Doubting? I think it was perception.
That one was perception.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you keep an eye out, and all you can see is animals and birds, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. You were looking for other things, I assume.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to not have danger though.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Did not go as of yet. Because I know I'm probably one of the last ones. I guess that's me. Reconnoiter, go!
Okay.
Avery is going to use survival this time. Pursue a lead, blind roll. Go!
All right. Okay. So, as best as you can tell, within the fjord of the river, there are no major landmarks or anything like that. There's no distinguishing features. And you can see that there was a camp here quite recently. At least there is evidence of
Interesting.
what remains of it.
Can I go further into that and see if this is our camp?
Absolutely. It is not your camp because there are skeletal humanoid remains left there.
Ah! Yeah. Avery takes their what is it, like their leather rod, and just like pushes and prods through the dirt, and I find like a corpse, and you definitely hear that scream like
It looks as though the body has been completely stripped of flesh.
that is disgusting. What is going on here?
And you see the most beautiful
huh.
little translucent butterfly with all these different colors in its wings just settle down on the skull in front of you.
Can I roll a nature recall knowledge nature on this individual?
On the butterfly, yes.
Yes. And would that also be doing the taking the lead or pursuing a lead?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, always assume it's the lead unless I say no.
Sure. Okay. I gotta remember that.
All right. So, yeah, you know exactly what this is. This is a harmless monarch butterfly.
Hello, forest friend. You wouldn't happen to know what happened to these people here, would you?
It
No,
begins
that's silly.
It begins to flap its wings very, very slowly at first. And then it almost like drills into the skull, and you hear clacking and cracking as it just like begins devouring the bone to get to the
no.
marrow inside.
That's not a forest friend, and I back away slowly, observing the skull and its rattling movement.
In fact, there are
Okay.
lots of butterflies gathering now in your location.
No.
I don't like this place.
I'm scared. Gordon.
Avery. Shit. Avery takes out a torch and ignites it.
Okay.
Gordon, no.
And
And that's what sets them off on the chase.
Oh
No.
no!
When they
gonna
see the
throw-
fire.
You forgot moths are attracted to fire.
I was gonna
Oh,
throw it onto the
no.
bonfire. Relax.
Oh
Why
no.
is it-
Wow.
Loading, running away.
Loading.
So let me tell you a tale of a crusader who got hit with a bunch of butterflies that were on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Not I. Don't know who that guy is, but hey. Wish them the best of luck, am I right, gang?
No problem. Why don't you guys all take a quick 5-minute bio break while the new map loads,
Yeah.
and you see this wonderful little scene that has unfolded, and we shall do the chase subsystem.
Oh my
No,
god.
not this again.
This again.
Yes, this again. We're
I
back
love-
at it again.
I love how little Fortishnor is running the fastest, just bobbing in place with his little legs. But yes, 5-minute
Yeah, right.
quick bio break as I begin the battle music. I'll get this ready. just let me know when you guys are back.
Yeah.
That's one.
Meow.
That's two meows. That's two good kitties.
Hello, hello.
That's three kitties.
Eh?
Yes.
This-
You didn't meow.
Oh, well, meow. Is that a thing?
Yes, that was a thing.
Meow.
I started it.
How dare you?
I like how Weeb's the last one.
Well, there's a reason for that. Because I took into account all your rolls while I was doing stuff.
Whee!
Because these things were hunting you.
Here, well, I didn't cause it. They were just around us all the time. So
Wait, who took
yeah,
out the fire?
They were hunting us anyway. So I just speeded up the process for us to kill these creatures. Yay!
And how do we kill them?
I don't
Oh.
know. Oh, maybe we just run away from them. Because the first thing we're
I
going
mean-
to... Go ahead.
No, I mean, you could just run.
Yeah. I think running sounds good.
Sure.
I
So-
say we trip.
I want all of you to go to the tab with the little fist on it. That is the Encounter tab. And I want you to roll initiative. This will be the first initiative.
Neat.
How do you roll initiative again?
You click the
Oh.
little D20 symbol right by your token on the Encounter tab.
I have no active encounter.
Oh, because no, you're on the
Yeah.
list.
You're on the list.
I have
You
no active encounter on my screen.
Weird.
Should I reload?
Yes, definitely reload.
Now the dramatic music stopped playing and I feel so taken out of the moment.
It's okay.
Don't worry.
You'll get it back shortly
You'll get it back very shortly.
after this commercial break.
I'm stuck at 98% again. God damn. I'm coming back.
Take your time. We're just running away from blood eating calcium
Not
induced
me. It's not
butterflies.
me. You have to tell, like, take your time. It's my computer.
Yeah, I'm talking both of you.
Oh, okay. My computer took that very seriously.
As an IT specialist, I can talk to computers all the time. Do they answer back?
True.
No, but maybe they
Okay.
do.
I'm gonna close the whole browser actually because it's not.
Okay. Sometimes you have to switch browsers. Sometimes Edge works better than Chrome.
I don't use either of those because they're both Chrome based.
Chromium. I
No,
never even heard of her.
Aren't all web browsers based off Chromium now, basically?
It's a Firefox.
Scary, but
Yeah, I'm a Firefox user. I'm sorry.
Firefox, yay.
All right. So we
I
just
use
need
DuckDuckGo.
we just need Weeb and Rufus, and we can.
I'm right
begin.
here.
Well,
No,
did
to
you
roll
Yeah,
initiative.
we just
Yeah,
need
did you
Oh,
roll?
roll initiative?
Yeah,
Never
this
thought-
this is a chase.
Wake up. Grab
What
a
if I
little
roll
makeup.
one of my physical D20s and then tell you what it is?
Then I would laugh at you and say, use the program.
But it's
Oh
not
no.
working. It's not working.
I can't help you with that. I can't help
Well,
you.
you know what? What you could do is open up your character sheet, and then on the left hand side where you see your stats, there should be one that says initiative underneath perception.
Yeah.
And the dice is not
Yes.
kidding.
Yes.
Click on that initiative dice one and see if that fills in that for us. And if not, we could just add it as your roll regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I forgot that I'm a sharp-eared catfolk and I have like some extra perception garbage. Whatever. Anyway.
That is exactly why we did things the way we did today, so you realize things about yourself. That is normal.
Like she's a cat.
It's like it
And so
literally
I
says it,
realize.
and I boy. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna. Okay,
There
I'll
you
try
go.
This way.
It worked.
Yay!
All right, so the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to have an obstacle in your way to get away from these flesh-eating butterflies. And it's going to be the Tangled Forest. You can either use perception to find the way, survival to plot a path. It's your choice. Or maybe you have something else in mind. I'm very willing to listen to your improvisation. So, Grimmsnarl, you're going to start us off. Tangled Forest is blocking your path. I need 4 chase points. That's 4 successes in order to
Would
get past
Force
it.
or help me think of like how people have escaped through it before?
Absolutely.
So let's see, public or private?
It's going to be public because the DC is going to be 17.
Might do survival anyway, just because I have a better. I'll do survival anyway because I have a better
All right.
DC.
bonus. Yeah.
DC is
bonus.
13 for survival.
It is, huh? In that case, I'll go ahead and use assurance and get 13.
Okay, so
There we go.
You have 1 success for your chase points out of 4, and you see Grimmsnarl kind of dart all around, plotting a path and going, like, pointing you out, you know, like, where to go and helping you guys out, being a real team player. And then we'll go...
That's my turn, I guess.
Yep.
One action.
For Chase,
Yep,
it's going to be one thing. Rufus, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'd like to go with perception.
Perception. The DC is going to be 17 in order to find the way.
Okay. Okay, so I think since I just mentioned the sharp-eared thing, I don't think this is related to that for this one because I think that's specifically with like people or
Auditory.
like living things.
Yes. Like the person
yeah,
you
I don't-
talked to in town who was also a catfolk, you could have discerned details from.
Yeah. Yes, okay, I'm gonna roll.
Okay. All right, that is a failure. You will not accumulate any chase points at this time as you find a false path. And you
I
are...
love failing.
Yeah, it's just like it's far too tangled there, and you begin to trip up, and you see Rufus start to fall behind.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I'll just put you up here
Womp womp.
since... All right. It turned... Meow. It's just like meowing, getting in the briar bushes and everything, and just running on the boots with all these things and poison ivy tangled off your boots, just clacking all over as these butterflies very delicately start hunting you. Weeb,
So what can we roll?
you may cast a
initiative.
spell. He's rolled initiative. He's fine. You may cast a
Oh,
spell if you feel that could help you, or you may use perception or survival in order to try and get away from these things.
Oof. These butterflies are considered one target, right? All of them?
They are a swarm, yes.
Okay, can I try to roll Shroud of Night?
Yes. So they
Okay,
need to.
I will-
They, yep.
Go ahead.
They need to give you a will save.
Yes.
Okay.
DC 17 will save.
No problem.
So they have to roll against you.
They failed.
Nice.
Nice. Now they can't see.
can smell.
Okay, unless they have dark vision.
Oh.
Oh god, they got dark vision.
Oh.
Unless they
Yeah.
have dark vision. I'm reading the entire spell. This is like what happened with Warp Step. So we don't know if that was a success or not yet. We'll find out soon. Avery, you're next.
Oh boy. All right. Avery, noticing that Rufus fell behind, I think what I do. Interesting. I'm gonna throw my torch
Mm-hmm.
backwards.
It smacks Rufus.
Can I actually reduce my
Please.
speed and
Yes.
then throw the torch?
Yes, of course.
That way it doesn't hit anyone? Alright, so I go back 25 feet or slow myself down.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attempt to throw the lit torch into the butterfly swarm.
No problem.
What type of roll would that be? Would that just be an attack roll?
Mm-hmm.
Any modifiers?
Don't forget to
Should
drag concealed to your guys' tokens.
Mm-hmm. That's why I put
Concealed?
That's
Not
why I
gonna
put the darkness over.
So take that
Makes
little
it harder
concealed
for us to hit
suitcase.
when Rufus trips and falls.
So I'm going to
Oh,
need a
Go ahead.
DC 5 first before you throw it.
absolutely. No, yeah, I rolled it. Look at
Just
7.
typed 7. I swear to God, Tony. Why?
That's amazing.
5. You succeed. All right, now you may roll an attack roll. You have to hit their DC of 18. Their
Okay.
AC of 20. Not AC of 18.
I drew my short sword just to get the modifier.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a +6, so I'll just use the short sword as a.
Right, it's going to be a
I
thrown
must-
weapon.
Go ahead.
Be easy attacks.
Ooh, a thrown weapon.
Yes. Those are
Eh.
throwing. Remember, we went over the rules of throwing when we threw the kobold?
Sorry, I was enamored at the idea of the kobold being thrown. So +3, which is my dex. Okay. So D20 +3. That's
Alright.
a 14.
And that's a fail. AC is 18.
Gosh darn it.
Remember, I have to bump up these things to severe for low-level bosses and whatnot because of the party size.
There. Can I use a hero point to reroll that?
Yes, of course. It is a D20 roll.
Cool. I will do that right now. 20.
That's a success, so you gain 1 chase point because they are very interested in the fire.
Woo. All right, and I think that sums up my turn. So I will click the end turn button.
Okay. I'm gonna put a second one there. out
Oh,
of
the
4.
darkness is gone now?
No, the darkness is there. I just removed it for visual sake.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did you do, Tony?
I
So-
burned the darkness.
Yes.
He
Zealous.
attacked the darkness.
Zealous, you're next.
I'd like to use acrobatics to
Okay.
squeeze and get past the Tangled Forest.
Okay. This is going to be significantly higher. It's going to be DC 22.
Then I'll use perception if that's going to be harder.
All right, DC 17 to find the way. We have a
Come
lot of
back
calls.
with me.
We have a lot of calls for acrobatics for some reason. We should have done the circus game. That is a failure. As you begin to lose your footing, and you do
I'll
come
catch
back,
you.
and
Hi.
you smack into a branch as it just like flings you back, and you try to regain your footing as you're closer now to these terrible creatures. All right, Vortishnork.
Alright. I'll try something with my magic.
Okay.
I'll try to
Fireball.
use Tanglefoot to try to ensnare as many butterflies as I can.
Okay.
Or at least hamper their way.
All right, let's see here.
Wonder if it works on fire.
Yeah, spell attack against the target. So the AC is 18. First, I'm going to need a DC 5 for the obscuring. So it's a flat check of a flat D20, no modifiers, and it has to be 5 or greater.
Alright, sure. Also,
Yep.
just D20. Good.
Yep. Oh, perfect. Yep.
What?
He said it was a D20, so he called it.
Yeah. So, now you can roll your attack roll, because this will get past the obscuring. And the AC is going to be 18.
That's gonna be easy.
Ooh, very
He
nice.
said it was easy.
Yeah.
He did. I was
Good call
afraid.
again.
So, success. The target
Damn,
takes a
maybe
10.
this little dragon isn't lying. Sorry.
That's okay. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Say it.
I was just saying, maybe this little dragon guy isn't lying about his skill.
No, that's why I believed in him. No one else did.
The mighty.
So,
Even if you have 100 fans, I'll still be one of them. If you have one fan, that means it's me.
My
So-
number one fan. Oh, yeah.
so because you reduced
Sorry.
its ability to pursue by 10 feet, it's going to lose a chase point, and you're also going to gain a chase point. And that was a very good idea,
Yeah.
because now the sticky sap is getting in their wings, and they're finding it difficult to, like, flutter after you, and some of them are just, like, dropping to the ground and just kind of spasming and whatnot.
Foolish butterflies. This is the last time you stand against Rudy Snork. Alright, that's it.
Okay? All right, top of the round, they're going to get their action as this happens.
Oh!
They
Sorry.
can't see us.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
They gotta do a DC 5 to come
I'm
after us.
gonna get eaten.
I'm gonna do a free action to take out my staff and trip the cat.
Okay?
The heck?
So I'm going to do that. As Vertisnork and Grimmsnarl, you notice that your friends are now with the butterflies and the darkness and everything else, and there's just this big mass of things, footsteps like clanking and everything, fluttering of wings, just like screaming and everything, just like right after the two of you.
Oh dear.
Wait, I think his stop darkness is light.
Not your turn.
All right. And because they can see in darkness, I'm giving them 2 chase points.
Oh no.
Grimmsnarl.
I also can see in low light, I think.
Low
I will
light
go-
is not darkness.
Right.
Is survival still DC 13?
DC 13 for survival. That is correct. However, now that you have found the path, there's nothing left to find. You'll have to try something else.
Oh, okay. Did anyone succeed with perception?
Nope.
I guess I will try and use perception to find. So is that it's public DC 17? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
All right. You get the last
Oh.
chase point to overcome finding your way through the forest. I'm going to give you your 4th one right here. And as you do this and you clear all the debris and the difficult terrain of the forest, you're coming up and you're gotta get up this hill. And it's becoming harder and harder to move your feet and just like march all the way up and run with these things chasing you. And it's getting steeper and steeper. It's like this hill wasn't here before, but it's definitely becoming a nuisance now. So I'm gonna go on to Rufus.
Right, I hit end turn.
Oh, yep.
Sorry, I hit enter.
That's all right. Rufus, this is a new wilderness obstacle, a steep hill. You may do a DC 13 athletics to climb, or you may do DC 15 perception to try and find an easier path. Which is
Oh, it was athletics, you said?
correct.
I'll do perception.
Okay, this is going to be a little bit more difficult because you're obscured, but you have confidence that your friends are just outside the butterfly swarm that's like circling around you with all the obscuring and whatnot. So
Yeah, I
you
could
try-
smell their stinky unwashed. Anyway.
Hey.
What? Yes. Sorry, Bramble. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm waiting.
Oh, for what? What am I
You.
supposed to do?
Gonna
Oh,
roll perception.
No worries. You remember you said you want to use perception to
the
to see if you
darkness
find the
is
path.
inhabiting my brain.
Yes.
That's exactly it.
Okay, I'm rolling. There's no change in the way I'm rolling. It's just a higher.
DC, yeah.
It's going
Yeah.
to be harder. So on top of the 14, the 15, it's going to be an extra +2, so it's going to be DC 17.
Okay. Ow!
Right. That one is a failure, so you can't really see through the obscuring and all the butterflies, and Zelos almost crashed into you. You have Avery coming back and everything to provide support. Weeb hasn't moved, and there's just all these butterflies in the way, and you try to swat them out of your vision and whatnot. Oh, yeah. You just see Weeb tried to make some traction and everything, and then, like, all of a sudden, like, one of her heels breaks and she comes back to where she was.
Mm.
Who wears the heels to a forest?
I don't see heels on there. I'm barefoot.
She broke one of her actual heels on her foot.
Oh no.
Oh no, my Achilles tendon.
I mean, running with that top might be a bit hard. Just saying.
Not really.
Oh, you want me to add more bounce? I can do that.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's not get over the top, dude.
I'm just saying, if we're talking about inappropriate forest wear and running,
Is it my turn or is it still Rufus's turn?
Much
it's
You
more.
kind of want to get
I-
over the top of the
I
hill.
failed my turn. I'm terrible.
All
So-
right. Well, I'm gonna do something unpredictable.
Okay,
Oh, was I supposed to end my turn? I forgot. Okay,
that's okay.
fine.
Don't worry about it.
Sacrifice
I'm
yourself.
trying to cast sleep on the butterflies. So I
Absolutely.
need
Go
to
ahead.
roll.
Go ahead and place that template.
Oh, wait, how long does
Oh, God.
the other spell you cast last?
Just realized this might hit you.
It's only a 5-foot burst, so it's just a 5-foot cube. It's fine. All right, so I'm gonna give them their +6 to will. $22.
Oh,
I believe their perception goes down a little bit though, for one round.
and they just need to meet a 17.
Mm-hmm. And are you sustaining that other spell? I guess not. So it's gonna go away.
No.
Okay. So we make that go away, and you can take away the template.
I don't know how to select it.
That's okay. I got it.
Hi guys.
All right. Avery.
That ends my turn.
That's okay. You see, Weeb has tried to do some arcane sigils and whatnot, and as the darkness fades away, the butterflies get a little bit more lethargic, but they're still pursuing you, and they're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. They're crawling into your packs. They're getting into your hair. One of them is going into the ukulele.
Oh boy. All
I'm
right.
trying to play.
Let me see. Um, hum. All right, Avery, don't mess this up this time. I would like to try something stupid.
Okay.
I'm going to try to I want to try attacking the swarm
Okay.
by devising a stratagem.
Sure.
Uh,
AC is 18.
so I use my sword attack to devise a stratagem, right? Let me actually read this instead of asking. Choose a creature you can see. Roll a d20. If you strike a totem creature in this round, you must use a result from that roll. Okay, so let's do that d20 roll.
Mm-hmm.
3. You must use that result to roll.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
You can opt not to take it if there was another creature here.
Oh, but there is no other creature. It's just a swarm.
Yeah.
Okay, so the sword strike would not hit because even with a +6 with the short sword, it wouldn't have gone anywhere.
So you're just
So that's
basically
one action.
flailing.
Yeah, I'm
at these
swinging.
things.
Swinging.
All right. Let's see here. Next up is Zelos. You see Avery swinging wildly at these things, trying to swat them.
I'm gonna use my my gun to see if I can get like a scatter shot, either scare him with a puff of smoke, or actually hit him with the ammunition or the flash or something.
Okay.
At the very least, distract him.
All right. Yeah.
Hit an AC of 18. You said
18. Yes. That's a miss.
Oh no!
Yikes.
Anyone
So
got a
you-
heal point? That'll be off then.
All right, so you let loose the gun. This is very loud, you understand. So you have shot this wildly at these creatures, and like one of the branches just like snaps after the thunderous, deafening like clap of your gun, and they begin swarming again down on the barrel and just like getting all over your arm and everything. And you can feel like little bites, like fire ants at first.
Oh no!
Vortisnork. Zelos' arm is almost covered in all these butterflies.
I just take one glance at him, nod at him, like there's an understanding between us, and then I cast Warp Step to outrun them all.
Okay. That boosts your speed. That is actually a great idea in what you're doing. So I'm going to award you 2 chase points instead of 1. Because you have focused on the getting away part.
Focus on abandoned friends. Run!
What friends? No.
The pecking order. Remember the pecking order, he says as he warp steps away.
I'm more important than everyone here. Okay.
All right. Anything else? Any last words to these people, these good people?
I remember you.
What? Finally?
No. I remember you in my biography.
So you guys have been in the swarm. And we're gonna give you a little bit of damage. as they begin to bite at your skin and whatnot, just like puncturing the surface. Like you get all these like itchy bites all over you, and it's just like it feels like it's just burning away your skin.
Oh, meow.
And once they taste blood, they start to get even more piranha-like and just like really start like trying to tear off like little bits of skin and everything. If you don't get out of that cloud soon, they might start biting harder. Grim snarl.
Let's see here. You said athletics or perception to find a way or to...
We got the path. We're just trying to get away or stop them.
Oh,
Okay, so we
it
have
stopped.
a path.
I forgot. That was a token magic thing. There we go.
There's not a lot I can do to try and get them off of you guys.
I would try to be inventive. I would try to utilize the environment around you. I would try to use teamwork, use your class abilities, do something unconventional. They will die if you don't.
That's I'm trying to think.
Got any water, or you could throw a plant back there, or douse them with water, maybe.
I'm gonna need some action.
Yeah. Like,
Sounds like you're choking.
I'm just trying to think of what I don't. I don't have many abilities that help in pulling someone up to me. I guess I could
Just
take out
chuck
my
something at
rope
'em.
and like just toss it back and try and literally physically pull them up out of the swarm.
Sure, that might work. So who are you throwing the rope to?
That's a good question.
Whipfish is next in line.
You know, let's see. Weeb was the one with the spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll throw it to Weeb just because make it easier for them to use their spells.
All
And
right,
then would it be like, say, athletics to try and yank them closer?
that would be thievery to use the rope like that, sir.
Oh, well, not trained in that, but or I could use force or to see if I can think of something that would try and get that would be that the butterflies might not like that might be
Okay.
nearby.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
maybe a swamp or something that would distract. That would have gases they don't like or something.
All right, we're getting scientific here. Okay, go ahead and roll the wilderness lore. This will be DC 21.
That's going to be a tough one for me to get, but
No, you can't think
I'm
of
going
anything.
to try and hero point that.
Well, you
Well-
just can't think of anything. You're racking your brain and whatnot. You're trying to think maybe a bug, like maybe more trees, or maybe they just want to eat something easier. Maybe if you threw some meat back at them, they would go for the easier meal. Who knows?
I'll mention, hey mate, try throwing some meat, see if that attracts their attention. And then I guess that's my action.
All right, Rufus, you're beginning to become covered in the swarm. They're like all over, like digging into your fur and whatnot, burrowing.
Gross. Oh. Okay.
She's just okay with it.
Nice little growl there.
Do I sound okay with it? So what are my options here being in it? I still have to just find a way out, or
You can find a path out of the forest with a, let's see here. Oh, no, wait, we're up to the next obstacle. I need a DC 13.
where the hill.
Right, DC 13 athletics to get up it, or 15 perception to find an easier path, which I believe no one has done yet.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna.
what I was asking about. I was going to be athletics.
I feel like there's not much I can do right now. We're like barely injured.
Haha, barely.
She's perfectly fine.
Yes.
So
Right
add
now I
more
am.
chase points to the butterflies. Got it.
Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna try and find a freaking easier paths.
Yep,
The
it's-
butterflies are starting to eat holes into my brain.
There,
So,
the darkness is gone, so it's only DC 15 now.
okay, I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
I can't read to roll a 1. Ugh.
Ooh, that's 2 success
opposite.
points. You definitely find the path, and you're finally over the hill as you begin to see the river in front of you. And the butterflies,
We're almost there.
yep, as you get closer to the river, the butterflies start to get like a little erratic. Like maybe they don't like water. I don't know.
I don't either. I get it.
Flash, I'm taking a bath.
So, you're getting to the rushing river, and now I'm going to need either DC 15 athletics to swim or hop across the stones, or DC 13 survival to find the fjord nearby in order to hide from these things.
You said athletics or survival?
It's going
What about
to be...
stealth to hide?
You could do stealth, yes, but hiding in water is extremely difficult. Oh, weeb.
What were the 2 rules again?
The two things you can do is athletics to swim, or you can do survival to find a fjord and hide.
I'll roll survival.
Okay, DC 13. Ooh.
Hero point.
Okay. All right, you succeed. You guys are 1 chase point away from succeeding the encounter and getting away from these things. Let me get my mouse cursor back here because I've lost it.
It's all on you, Tony.
So you see Weeb kind of dart around it next to the water on the riverbank and whatnot, looking around, getting frustrated and flustered, and then all of a sudden a idea strikes, and she seems to find a little outcropping, like where the water is and everything, where something may be spilling some runoff into the river or whatnot, or perhaps it's another water source that looks kind of brackish. So, Avery, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's figure this out together, y'all.
To swim or to hide?
I think I'm gonna try to just hide. With my not. I can't. I guess it's not with my feet, but like with extra 5 foot of movement. Can I essentially sprint
Yes.
into the water?
Yes, you can. I'll need a DC 15 athletics.
Ooh, Avery. -1 to athletics.
Me too.
That's
Oh,
a big old 4.
Wow.
That's
That
a crit
is-
fail.
that's a crit fail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away 2 chase points. As you see Avery
Oh,
kind of fluster, walk around, and start going back in the opposite direction. For some reason, perhaps he's averse to water as well.
I hate it.
Never took a bath, huh?
I do. I state it.
Eh.
All right.
Goodbye,
Guess we don't need-
goodbye, Avery.
Good thing we don't have to
It was
trip you now.
Zelos.
It was fun running Avery.
I'm gonna take the athletics check and go and swim.
Okay, DC 15.
15.
Just made it. So I'm going to add 1 chase point back.
One step
Neat.
forward, 2 steps back.
And you just need 2 more to complete the encounter. As you begin traversing across all the shallows of the water and whatnot, you call for the others to follow you, as you believe there might be salvation within the river. It's a good thing you found these things in a hex with water. And you begin splashing and whatnot, and you begin seeing the muckish brown within the river itself, and you get this ominous feeling that something very deadly is nearby. Besides the butterflies. Rudisnork,
It's not a cocaine bear, is it?
Is this?
you have the cocaine bear. Rudisnork.
Oh no! The cocaine bear was us all
Was
along.
that he's
Yeah.
cocaine there without the cocaine, though.
That's even worse.
I can provide it.
I feel like we're in Africa right now.
Well, it's your turn, Rudistork.
Well,
Got all
There's-
this cocaine in there.
just gonna get it in my inventory. Maybe on a later date. Anyway, I still need to jump into the river, right?
Yep, you may do a DC 15 athletics to swim or hop across stones, or a DC 13 to find a fjord nearby, like your weeb friend has done.
I'll try.
It requires a perception, right?
Survival, DC 13.
Oh.
A new obstacle.
Well, it does seem like a survival would be more of an advantage for me, at least by 1 point. Alright, sure. I'm looking for another vantage point. Or
Ooh.
not.
Let's see here. This was athletics, correct?
No, it was a survival.
Survival. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yep, that's not a critical fail. That's just a regular failure, so there's no point loss. As you see Vortisnork trying to look around and try to get some footing or something to get shelter in the water from these things. He just can't seem to find anything, and you just see his little arms start flapping around, and his little beak goes up and down, and he starts squeaking very helplessly.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna give these guys a chase point. Nyeh. Rufus, prepare for some more damages. One more point of damage. Avery, prepare for more damages. 6 points of damages as you are in the back of the swarm.
Ouch.
As they begin just like covering this man, and you could just see like patches of skin are gone now.
He has become Martha.
You know, Tony dies a lot.
Grim Snarl,
He
it's
also
your
kills
turn.
a lot. He kills a lot too.
There's still
Yeah,
time
you-
to save your friends.
Well, I'll go ahead and see if I can find a fjord for them.
Okay.
So,
That's a success. One more and you will finish the encounter. You find a fjord and you begin, like ferrying Vortisnork on your back towards it, just like carrying him and getting him there, just like trudging through the water and all the murk and the muck, and you begin to smell something very unnatural and very horrid within the water, but there's no time for that now. You have to get away from the butterflies, and you begin to slog and traipse through it, and you make progress. Rufus.
So,
You got this.
because I'm in the moths or whatever, am I still rolling to see about going through the water or not? Or
Yes.
is that
Yep.
okay. Also, am I allowed to try and do like acrobatics instead of athletics and say I'm like, maybe
Dancing on the stones.
avoiding the water?
You can. I'll allow it, but it will be significantly more difficult. I will say
How much more difficult?
it will be a DC 18 instead of a DC 15.
I think that's worth it for me.
Okay. Now DC 17. DC 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Fingers crossed.
Ooh, you do it. And the encounter ends as you and your friends, including Avery, are all able to, with your help, make it to the fjord and
Nice.
dive into the water. And now that-
I misheard that for a second. And die.
and die. Yeah.
Die into the water.
Yep.
Now that we're safe from the butterflies, I'm like, this brackish water is not natural. Something's wrong here.
I thought it was green.
It's multicolored.
Rainbow water.
It's
Are
Monster
we gonna make a
Energy
muck out of
drink.
it?
Oh no, not Monster
No,
Energy
not-
drink.
There you go. There's your energy drink bashing again.
At least we're consistent.
So,
And we just did some druid tactics.
mhm. So what now? You've made it past these horrible flesh-eating butterfly things that may or may not be Fae. You're deep within the forest. You're lost. You don't know the way back to town. All that you know is that the river is safety.
Yeah.
I think what we could do.
We could travel along the river or in it if they come.
But it's gross and wet.
Avery's gonna take a chalk stick out of his backpack and mark a nearby tree facing the river
Okay.
with a specific sign.
All right.
That way we know you were here.
If the Fae are messing with our brains, couldn't they alter how we observe the marks?
Actually, now that you say that, the way I wrote the mark down, is it different from what I initially had in design?
Nope, it's the same mark as you wanted.
Okay. And I think what Avery would do then, remembering that the Fae do this.
And as you look at another tree, you see your mark on that tree as well.
Interesting.
Ah.
Okay. Avery all scattered and patched out. They're gonna take a silver piece coin out their inventory and start flipping it.
Okay.
And I would like to do a recall knowledge on Fae one more time to know how do people usually interact with Fae if they can call to them in the
Sure.
forest.
This is going to be a +2 to the DC that I have not named because this is the second time you are attempting the knowledge check.
Correct.
All right, you believe that because of the agreement between Taldor and the Viridian Forest, there was a dispute of too much lumber being taken, and the Fey creatures were very concerned that their forest would soon be completely taken by humans and their expanding settlements. There was some sort of, sign that you could give to the Fae in order to receive safe passage, to let them know that you were a friend. Perhaps a song or something.
Or a poem.
Maybe.
Okay.
Is it only you can prevent forest fires?
Forgot about that. Even though I wrote it down.
No, we did think it was a fake thing, so that's not a forgotten thing. Don't stress it. I think I'm gonna walk up to the group and ask, does anyone know of any music or I don't know, anything that Fae creatures would respond to?
I mean, I know music, but I don't know about Fae.
The only thing I know is what's that like? Scythian.
You know Sylvan?
Yes.
And you haven't been calling out to the Fae?
Running.
Isn't that the
running,
language
running,
of the Fae?
I would say running. It's been all I can do.
Could you try calling out to these creatures in Sylvan?
I go ahead and yell out in Sylvan. We mean no harm. Can we have a meeting?
There's no
In Sylvan.
response.
When they yell that, can I try a perception check to see if there's any been shift or movement or
Sure.
anything like that?
Mm-hmm. What are the rest of you doing? Since there seems to be a lot of things happening.
Crying.
Crying? Okay, one person crying, one person looking,
One person yelling.
one person yelling.
I'm
Uh,
looking up the languages I'm supposed to freaking have as a kitsune.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
that
pretty
would be
sure-
handy.
I'm pretty sure Tianza is one of them.
I know that I get the languages for my plus
Intelligence
my
bonus.
whatever my intelligence bonus is for the area that I come from, which was
Yes.
Eye of Dread or Eye of Dead.
I can try force or see if I can remember that poem.
Okay.
So there you go, force alert check.
All right. Grimsnarl, you remember the poem. Would you like to recite it?
Yes, and I'll do it in Sylvan since I have Sylvan.
Okay.
Actually, no. For some reason, I have Jotun for whatever reason.
Jotun, that's a giant language.
Because
You gotta
I thought
jot
there
it
was
down.
stream with
Bears know Jotun because they were with the Vikings, and those are giant land.
Okay. All right. Well, say it out loud so the person who knows Sylvan can say it.
Okay, so you're speaking the poem, and then Zelos is translating into Sylvan.
Yes.
I
All
play
right.
accompaniment.
Yes, you can play accompaniment too. Yes. Would you like to give a performance?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll performance. The DC is 17. All right. So you get
Nice.
you do get a response, and this little sprite comes out of the forest and says, "Stop! Stop! You're butchering it! Ugh! What do you people want?"
We just want safe passage.
No, you don't know the poem.
Can you tell us?
No.
Because we don't know it, and that's how we found out.
I'm just gonna slumps like, oh, I remembered it wrong.
I don't know who you people are, and I really don't care.
I can recite your poem.
Okay.
Really success.
Yeah.
There once was a man in a forest who wanted to live like a florist. He planted some seeds, but they grew into weeds, and now he's feeling the poorest.
The sprite begins laughing and says like, "Oh, that's a good one." Zell, could you please stop doing that? It's making me sick. Blue, please.
So, have you got safe passage now?
No, but that was amusing. More!
Sure. There once was a lady named Jane who pretended to be very sane. She scammed all her friends with a clever pretense, but they caught her and put her in chains.
Oh, that one's good too! Oh, maybe you aren't such bad people after all. You're very amusing.
Well, you slow down. Now that our good friend here has done such a amazing act, do you at least trust our intent? We're just trying to pursue our way through the forest to find out a grove that has been corrupted.
Oh, that's to the north.
Yeah, we've been hearing that, and we're trying to head north.
Go north.
Yeah, well, I'm not a cartographer. What do you expect me to do? I've told you the direction.
Nah, but will the Fae let us go north without messing up our path?
Well, if you're trying to help with the corrupted grove problem, I suppose we could let you go. Sure. Do you have a map? Do you have a map on you?
I opened the map.
You have a 50 gold piece map?
It's just a blank piece of paper with a little happy face on it.
In another life, we once did have a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put away my invisible map. I do not have a map.
Why would you go traveling without a map? What kind of adventurers are you?
We kind of don't
poor
know.
and strong.
We're broke.
Yeah.
That's not true. I heard a lot of coins jingling when you were running.
You heard
But
that?
it's not 50 gold.
That was
pieces,
the
man.
marbles in my head.
It's the incorrect amount of shiny pieces.
I take out 3 silver pieces.
You heard nothing but copper coin.
If I give you these 3, can you at least guide us a little bit on the way?
I've literally guided you already, and I don't have any use for those coins that are the size of me.
I mean, can you play a game with them? And
yeah.
I would like to try something silly. And I want to try a little sleight of a hand, a thievery, to essentially do a quick gesture of like 3 coins in one hand. Woo, where did they go? Are they in the other hand?
Okay, yeah, give
Speaking
me a
about
thievery
games,
check. Yeah, the sprite seems quite impressed, and she claps her hands and everything, and goes like, "Oh, very, very entertaining." And it's just like, if you had a map, I would mark it.
what about parchment? Can
Yeah.
you,
What if I drew one?
Yeah,
Hmm?
draw,
Hmm?
draw for me, draw.
Uh,
I said it.
okay. So
Draw.
I do a little draw.
Okay.
And I draw the river that we followed and
Oh.
the other river.
And she marks it right there.
So the river's here.
so east?
No,
It's
it's
not
north.
It's east.
It's north.
Rufus, can you take out your compass?
Yes. And my compass in my little paw.
Is it still pointing the north that it should be?
Yes.
And I'll take the compass with your permission and show it to the Fae.
Yep.
This is north, where this arrow is pointing.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
You're saying that's north, and I'm pointing east.
Yeah, that's not east. That's northeast.
So it is a north.
It's
sorts.
north.
All right, I'll
You
turn
know?
across the river.
I'm very glad. What's your name, young? I don't even know how old you are.
I'm Acorn.
Acorn, and it's nice to meet you.
I'm 200 years old.
Whoa.
I have a question for you, Acorn. This gunk in the river, is this from the grove?
Yes, that's from the corrupted grove, where oh no, there's no more evil. Can't say that. Where the corrupted,
Yucky. The yucky
Yes.
yes, the yucky. He's made of worms and he walks.
Oh.
That
Yep,
certainly
so if
sounds
we follow
yucky.
the muck, we'll find the corrupted grove, even if we have trouble finding our way.
I mean, it's
My
literally
question now
going down
is-
the river. It's in the water supply. I can't believe you guys are drinking it.
Well, we're not the brightest group.
And we need water.
It's
Do you know
called
of a
the city
clean water
river.
space? Do you know of a clean water source that we can drink from so we can get to the grove without any impedance?
You'd have to boil water then to get it clean.
Okay, we can start doing that. Will the Fae interact with us if we start a fire to boil water?
No, you can do what you need to do to get to the grove. We don't care.
Acorn, can you tell your people that we are going to do our best to remove this
Your
Blight.
people.
blight from the grove?
I don't have much confidence in you, but you're good entertainment.
You know what? We'll surprise you.
That's
At
my
the very
job.
least,
Surprise
we'll
you.
have entertaining deaths.
I can write you another poem if you save me before I die.
Oh, yes, poems. Very nice.
So, yeah, just remember that if you're, I don't care. I mean, just save me, all right?
Well, okay, but because you asked, I'll do it. Don't forget.
Thank you.
The pact is made, and she vanishes.
God.
You did what with the Fae?
I might have made a big mistake.
You asked them to help you. You know, help comes in many forms, and not always the most helpful.
I checked Voodoo Snort for any signs of Fae markings or arcane pact binding.
You just begin patting down this man, smaller than you.
You've got very big hands.
It's because you're shorter. I'm making sure you're all right.
Do you need an adult?
I am an
Yeah.
adult. I'm older than most people here.
How old are you?
Me? I'm 50.
Oh,
I'm
you're
kidding.
older than me. Oh,
I have no idea how old I am. I think I'm 7.
Oh my God.
I'm 35.
Oh.
I can relate. I don't know how old I am.
I think-
It's
I
just
think
a
I'm
false
7.
representation.
Time has not a hold of me. I think.
I hope not.
Well, speaking of time, it's time to get going. What did you think of today's session?
Before we start that, I need to metagame here. If we've
Uh-oh.
removed all alignments, then what are we doing going after the Temple of Elemental Evil?
It's not the Temple of Elemental Evil. It is the
Elemental
Shrine of
Corruption.
Corruption.
The Temple of Elemental Yucky.
It's the
We've
Temple
been
of
there.
You
Raging
explained
Elements. They're angry. Elements
We're not going there
angry.
yet. We're just going to stop a
Cultists, angry elements. This all speaks evil.
No, it's not evil. It's just not good for society. It's not beneficial to society. Let's say that. Your interests do not align with the destruction that the cult is bringing.
Gives you the ick.
Yes.
The destruction that the cultists want to bring is also classified as evil acts.
No evil, no good.
Malicious act. Malicious
yes,
acts.
Yes.
Malicious is evil.
No, it's just of bad intent. That's all.
What?
You're
What?
you're thinking too much because you haven't had much sleep, sir.
Not enough Red Bull. Not enough Red Bull. It's okay.
We just don't agree with what they want, so we kill them.
Correct. Politics.
Politics.
Politics, not good and evil. Politics.
So,
Politics.
what did you guys think of today's session? I know you guys wanted combat, but I need you to be engaged with other things and the subsystems. Next time will be combat, I promise.
I'm okay without combat. I don't
Yeah,
care.
me too.
Oh,
I
is
don't
that-
care.
Yeah, this is
Exploration
pretty
was good.
fun.
Who asked for combat? I'll fight you. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. No, that's not how that works.
We
Sorry.
only asked for death.
My deity
That's
says I need to solve my problems with violence, so
Very
Yeah,
cool.
me too.
Violence
Also,
has many forms.
I didn't know darkness. I know it's got a 30-foot burst, but I thought it was just in the eyes of the people that it was impacted, not the people around them.
I did that to be visual. I wanted to ham it up.
But you were applying the 5 DC to us when we were trying to hit them.
Yes, that was my mistake.
It's okay.
I did it. I
Dang
did
it.
it in the intention of making it more dramatic and stressful and tension, but it was wrong. To
I
do.
should have just called it out and got a hero point for it.
Correct. You should have called it out. And I
How
would've
could you not
rewarded
do
you.
that?
I wanted to see if the cat person was gonna die.
You may take
Or
a hero point.
Avery
Sorry.
got pretty
Sorry.
close.
Sorry.
You take a
Did you-
hero
did
point
you-
for next time though?
Did you ignore a rule to see one of our characters would live or die?
Yeah.
I'll remember this for future campaigns.
Yeah, right? It's like,
God.
Well, I mean, there was only 2 people that actually tripped, so
No,
I wanted to
I-
see if the people who were tripping were gonna die.
Okay.
You just
I'll
went
remember.
You couldn't have combat.
I gotta have blood somewhere.
I'll remember this.
Tony will remember
Yeah.
this.
Tony, remember this?
Tony won't even
Tells-
remember what
Telltale
happened
game.
5 minutes from now.
Yeah, Telltale game.
Excuse me? I'm pretty sure I do the recaps around here, mister.
I'm writing this
I
down
remember-
in my book. Okay.
God.
Tony
Wants
will
to
remember
see me dead.
this. All of us. It's the
Got it.
last of us.
Oh,
But
no, not the
regardless,
last of
Ramble, this
us.
It was a great
Yeah.
session.
Yeah, it was fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed the RP between just going us going to different venues to get information. That was really fun. Just the idea of like, yeah, we'll just start walking north and then immediately regretting our actions.
We probably
And-
should have tried to find a druid outside of town rather than just walking into the Fey Forest.
That could
So
have been
obviously- Now we can metagame and say, hey, the fake Baroness lied to us. She's the one that said we didn't need to have any kind of safety walking out of the town.
maybe.
Or-
Turns out we
Hmm.
needed somebody.
So
Isn't
Two
that
of
little
you.
sketch? Mm-hmm.
2 of you crit failed in the shadows,
Oh.
and that's where things started to spiral out of control.
Well, gang,
In the
You know, for next week
in the what? In the shadows? What?
Yes,
in the
blind rolls.
darkness.
Oh.
Remember when we ran because there were a bunch of dice rolling?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
that tiger person. If we see them at the grove, I wanna have a few choice words. I have some nasty words to say.
Oh, you may indeed see them at the Grove. You never know.
Yeah, I feel it. But fun
Mhm.
session. 10 out of 10 would play again.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Bramble.
10 out of
Thank
10,
you,
we'll die
guys.
again.
Would
Great.
die again?
Somebody got pretty
I
Had
know.
close
lots
with
of
it.
fun.
I'm at 8. It's okay.
That was Tony.
That's okay.
Listen, I'm always on that line between the mortal coil and the not so mortal coil. At any point I'm playing a tabletop RPG, that's how I am.
I can go into pest form.
Okay.
And you didn't do that? And you didn't do that to stop the pests?
It would have. They would
Can't
have
believe
lost
it.
all
Because it's a
interest.
fox.
They would have lost all interest in you if you became an actual pest, like an insect. But as a
Unfortunately,
fox,
the kitsune's fox form, yes, it's considered pest form, but it's not a pest.
yeah. Alrighty, guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you very much for joining me. Next time will be the Corrupted Grove, and maybe we'll even see the Baroness and your cat friend again. Who knows?
Mm.
Woohoo.
No.
It'd be nice to see the Baroness. So, see you guys next week.
Yep. Yep.
Take care, y'all.
Have a
Later.
good
Bye.
one.
Watch it be Spugnor.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It could
Whoa.
be. It could
Whoa.
be. We never
Whoa.
kill him.
be.
We're in a different timeline.
No,
Well,
we're not.
Spugnor ended up the champion of water at some point, so
No,
At
you
least he
sacrificed
accidentally
him.
teleported
You
himself.
sacrificed him.
Oh no, that means if we're in the same timeline, oh god, that rogue is still
Yeah.
here. So
Zell, you gotta calm down, Zell.
Sorry.
No, they're in the nodes.
take care, y'all.
You
I know, but he's got the rapier.
Bye.
threw him in the trash compactor.